Oh, thanks for the follow, Kohai.
All right. All right. I think we're loaded. All right, cool. Let's start up the timer because I like my timer. Just setting my own stuff up and happened to see, so came to say hi and was like, what? Yeah, I see. That's probably why you don't hang around no more. You just decided to unfollow me. Like, hung out in there like that. Yeah. No, I know that Twitch was making a lot of people unfollow others. Like, it happened to me a little while back. I think it was what happened with their You want to stare at me? I'll stare at you, bro. No, I think it happened with the whole when there was all those bots that were coming in and with like all like the hosts and things and ruining people's alerts with it. So you gotta go. All right, have fun, mouse waifu. I'll see you around. Break my heart and then leave. Yeah, take her easy. I will see you when I see you next. Have a fun stream on your own. With whatever you're gonna be doing. Alright. So, the plan for tonight is we're gonna be talking about spooky scary stuffs because I do like me some spooky scary stuffs. So I'm gonna quickly, apparently my bot account, I was too stupid to load that up, so I will get that started up on my other phone. And I'm gonna hop into the streaming voice channel in my Discord. So if I invited a few people to join us. I don't know who will, but if they feel like it, they can. Because you know, everyone's got plans. I invited my buddy Geki. I know Keter is actually busy tonight, so he won't be joining us. But yeah, we've got, I don't know, I like talking about some spooky scary stuff, and I've had a few more things happen recently that I really wanted to share. So I was like, you know what, let's get all this. I hate that you can't see my head nod when I'm doing it. I have to like really accentuate my head nod to do a head nod. But yeah, we're gonna be doing that. So I know. Oh, alrighty. I have a friend that said that he might join if he's not still busy, because he's busy at the moment. I see how it be. Well, I guess I gotta go over to my interwebs and post my going live and all that because I forgot to. So I'm gonna do that real quick. That's what I meant to do during my you know, starting soon there, but then I saw Mouse Waifu, so I started talking with her, and then she immediately left me. So it's like, all right, well now I just gotta quickly post all this. Oh my god, it's a good thing I already had it all set up and I just have to like copy paste like one thing and it's all done. So in it all goes. I'm just about finished with doing it now. There we go. And I believe there is one last one. Yep, one last one. Because I don't post any of this in like Discords or anything. I just post it all in like my Facebook groups and stuff. And I already have it on. Oh, and Storyfire. And then I also have like the Twitter thing that goes up. But I don't worry too much about it. Because I just kind of have like the little promos that I made. And I think I've shown you guys my promos before. Like things like this right here. You know, it's like a going live post. So I just like throw those up on like Facebook groups and Storyfire, and it goes up on my Twitter. So it's like, hey, you know what? That's good enough. But before we start getting into talk about too many things, we're gonna see who all feels like joining us this evening. Because I know a lot of people are really busy on Mondays, which kind of really sucks. Because like, could you imagine needing to be busy on a Monday? Like that would really suck. Because you're like, God damn it, I just want to like be Garfield and just not I just hate Mondays. Just don't want to do anything. Well, it would look like a lot of the people that I would normally bother to join us aren't even online, or they're already streaming. Monday business, exactly, Crit. This man's right here. This is one of the mans I invited to come join me, and then he was like, you know what? I got better things to do. Gonna play video games. I'm like, you don't even want to talk about spooky, scary stuff? I can't believe you. Oh, man. How's the music? Is it too loud or too quiet? I just need to know for reference. It looks okay, but I just don't want to, you know, have it be too quiet and then you guys just are like, there was music? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Phone acting whack. Well, it be what it be. So yeah, but I'm thinking we're gonna talk about like, well, I've had a couple of like weird encounters recently, and it really freaked me out. Like, I don't have a flight response, all right, when it comes to like any supernatural type shits, right? What's poppin'? We're gonna be talking about spooky, scary stuff like aliens, supernatural stuff, ghosts, cryptids, you know, shit like Bigfoot, you know, whatever. Like any encounters people have had, I love hearing their stories, and then I wanna like, you know, discuss it and chat about it. Like, I love spooky, scary. Yeah, spooky. But yeah, I don't really have much of a flight response when it comes to like anything like that, because I've just nothing can really get near me for some reason. It's almost like I got like this barrier type thing I put up, you know. It's like, I don't know how to properly explain it other than like a giant harmonic bubble that I push out with energy, right? That's essentially all it is. That's the best way of putting it, really. And nothing can ever get into that, but this is the first time that something just felt like it was gonna say, yeah, nah, fuck you about that, eh? And I'll be like, ah, shit. So Ari, how's it going, girl? Messed it up. I can't believe you'd messed it up. What's wrong with you? Yeah. Cute witch girl. Should check out Rando Nodding. I'ma do it tonight. Well, there's my cute witch girl, who hasn't even talked to me really for like 2 days. Left me on like I sent a question mark being like, nah, need to fuck. And then I just never got a reply. Break my heart, girl. But rando nodding is definitely something I'd love to do, but there's been a lot of bodies. You haven't messaged because I asked you if you wanted space, and you were like, yes, please. And I was like, okay, she'll message me when she wants to talk to me. Otherwise, I'm annoying, because I've lived my whole life just kind of being the person that bothers people, so I try not to message anyone anymore. Because I'm broken. No, you're not broken. You're beautiful. You mean like the new cryptid jetpack guy out in California they haven't been able to catch yet? Wait, what? Okay, I need to hear about this. Is damaged goods. Damaged goods is still good. Bitch. For those that don't know quite yet, cute witch girl in chat is like my, what are we? We don't really know. All right, okay. Ruby, how's it going? I haven't seen you in a while. But yeah, cute witch girl is my, what, fuck if I know. Yeah, pretty much. Like, we don't know what we are, but is it okay to just say person I'm seeing? Because we're not in a relationship, but like we're just kind of like, I don't know. Oh boy, she's sitting here like, what the fuck? Don't call me out right now. No, we are married. Oh shit. Oh shit. Damn. When did that happen? Well, actually, one of the stories I was gonna be telling tonight is the one that Cute Witch Girl and I actually ended up having to. Happened to us together. It was a very, very interesting night. Last night, you didn't even talk to me last night. We got married without my consent. I'm okay with this. Unknowingly married each other. I mean, I'm down. She's great. Oh boy. Sorry, just drinking a little bit of my energy drink because your boy needs that shit in his life. But yeah, it was actually, her and I were out and about, and ran into quite a few spooky things that night. So I'm actually surprised no one has joined me in the Discord call yet. Well, I know Rella's probably here. Let me check. Let me check the users in chat, because Rella's always here. Rel isn't here. Wow, that is impressive. He's always just like, oh, what's up, bitch? I'm here. So, and then he'll hop up on my like Discord and call. How come you're doing VTuber thing instead of real face now? Would you like me to show you why? I could show you why. I mean, yeah, I mean, well, my room was kind of a mess. I think I can load up my, how am I gonna do this? Hold up. I gotta open up my program. It's gonna mess up some stuff, but I'll change this to that. Alright, so now my head is stuck this way, and I'm sorry about that. But I can now add video capture device, add existing webcam. Okay. Alright, so my room's a fucking mess, and that's pretty much my only reasoning. Okay, that's all it is. It's a fucking disaster area, and it's a shared spot. Also, this doesn't have any of my filters on it, and the lighting in here is fucking whack, so I look really weird. But yeah, that's why. Alright, yeah, cool. I also look like complete shit. So let me throw my model back into working. There we go. We're good. Yeah, like the room's a mess because it's just like we're living. There's me and another person living in a common area right now. So and there's like no dressers for them, so all like they have like to keep all their clothes on the couch that's over there, and there's 2 beds on the ground. It's just oh boy, I look like shit today, actually, especially without having proper filters. Like streaming can be rough. My room can be a mess too. Yeah, well, okay, so the thing is, like normally, like I can make it work. Like, hold on, let me just make my face all whack again. I'm just gonna try and like face forward while I do it. I wonder, you know what? I could throw on snap camera so that my shit will actually look okay too. So let's turn it onto that one. That should lock my face. All right, now my face is locked. So now I load up snap camera. Don't mind me with my broken neck right here, just kind of chilling. Remind me later. All right. Let me load up my fucking Logitech thing to fix more filters. Oh god. Alright, that should fix that a little bit. I'm just gonna move my camera over to the other side. Now that you guys can see what I'm doing right now. But like, I can actually make it look not too bad. Like, actually 1 second, I'm just gonna turn off the lights and you'll see what I mean. I gotta turn on a bunch of other fucking lights. Oh god. My hands aren't working. Alright, got it. Alright, great. Do this. Drop that out of the way. Make it so I don't look hideous. Now I gotta throw on. Where's the filter I used to use? Alright, so then there's that. Alright, and now I can add video capture device. Yeah, see, like I can make it look not too bad. But the thing is, there's still like the background shit, and I want to like fix some stuff. I've got like another strip of LEDs I'm gonna set up like right up here, so then the light's coming down and you don't actually see it. I'm gonna put another layer of diffusion on my light, or maybe I'll like offset it so it's not facing at me. That's gonna knock down that light. We're just gonna leave that there. But yeah, I could sit like this, right? Obviously, like if I'd want the camera over more, but there's more shit right there. So like I could do it. It's just like right now, it just works better to do the VTuber thing only. But Mondays will be something like this, you know. So it looks really good. It looks okay. It's really not that good, but Yeah. Also, I don't need to wear pants if I'm doing the VTuber thing, which is very nice. So let me just put my camera back to where it was. All right, turn off this light again because I don't need that one on. Oh my goodness, this is so much movement. I'm a lazy person. All right, swap this back over to that. Now my face should start working. No, of course it's not going to start working because that's still open, so that needs to close. Oh my god, I have made a mistake. Alright, there, haha, we're back into being alive. Alright, shut the fuck up, I'll cut you. Oh, okay, I'll be cut, that's fine. Alright, if it's my time. Doing VTuber thing too because I can't use a webcam or anything. Also, I'm not confident in my real face. See, I'm an overconfident asshole, but the main thing is like I want to do VTuber on like Wednesdays and Saturdays. Though I'm thinking I'll swap like I already do. Oh wait, my face isn't really getting picked up too well from because I don't have a light on. So maybe I should turn that light on. Hold up. And now we're good. All right. So I'm thinking of like swapping like my Pokemon and my Zelda to like Monday, Wednesday, as opposed to Wednesday, Saturday, and then spooky stuff will be on Saturdays. I wear a lot of alternative fashion stuff, and so it's hard to do that and be VR. But your avatar looks really cute. Cute witch girl doing the lit. It looks really good. Thank you. I'm still trying to work out to make it look better. The regrets are strong. Nani? Yeah, he freaking is. I'm so confuzzled. But yeah. I plan to do it, so something like that. Because on Saturdays, if I do like IRL, it also makes more sense to do scary stuff on Saturdays. Because it's just, you know, S and S, you know, just kind of scary Saturdays, right? Or spooky Saturdays. So what was the spooky story you and Q Witch Girl got into? I'm going to get into that in a moment. There's actually stuff leading up to that, okay? They aren't overly scary things, but there was some weird shit that happened. So, for anyone that has been on my channel long enough and knows about the thing that's been following me since I was 10 years old, alright? And I'm 24, so that's 14 years, alright? For reference, I'm gonna just call him Buddy now. My music is probably muted. My music is not muted. That's a surprise. I'm actually on top of things. So let's just call him Buddy for the sake of it. Because I don't know what he is. Maybe he's a demon. Maybe he's like some type of like weird goat man or some shit. I don't fucking know. To give a quick rundown of that for people that I see are new. When I was 10, I learned how to whistle. You don't whistle at nighttime. I was going to my friend's house at nighttime. I was going across the street. I heard this like, it was like different sounds all at the same time. It was like a scream, but also like a howl, and like it was just like really creepy. I was not down for it. All right, it was really fucking spooky. So I looked behind me, and up on top of my house there was this really fucking spooky thing, right? And it's got like a really long face. It has like a humanoid body, and its legs were sort of like the back legs of a dog. All right, and I decided to fucking run like hell away from my house because I was going across the street to my buddy's place. This thing was on top of my house, right? 2-story house, so it's technically 3 stories up because of the roof, right? I run across the street, and as I'm running across the street, I look behind me and I saw it jump the gap between the houses. Well, it was a 2-car wide driveway, and each car, like each part of the driveway was enough room to walk around the cars still on either side. So, pretty decent gap to jump. And it jumped that, and then it jumped onto the road, and I was like banging on my friend's door because luckily it was just across the street and a few houses over. And his parents opened up the door. They saw me, they saw it, they pulled me inside. The exact same time that happened, he came running down the stairs because something looked in his window, and he explained pretty much the exact same thing that I saw, but instead of having red eyes, it had yellow eyes. And they brought us down to the basement. His parents were total fucking stoners. You weren't allowed in the basement because that's where they did all their shit, but they were freaked out too. So we're down in the basement. Terrifying night. All right, so that's the preference. This is who I call Buddy. All right, because I don't know what he is. All right, now he has been around since then. He always just stares at me, but he can't get within like 25 feet of me. I find like 20 to 25 feet, and nothing really comes near me except for like ghosts because of him. Right, like it's almost like he scares everything off. Well, about, I'd say a month and a half ago. I think it was about a month and a half ago. Buddy just kind of disappeared. He's been around for 14 years and he just kind of disappeared. And I was like, I don't know if this is a good thing or not. So I was like, okay, whatever. And I went to go take my dog out back, right? It's my parents' dog, but I went to go take the dog out back. And as we went out the door, we have like a garage at the bottom of like a little deck, and to the right of it, because we go to the left towards the driveway and everything. So to the right, there's like, you know, just where we store some shit, and there's some tires. And I saw like this weird like black blob, right? So I was like, what the fuck is this? You know, like, nani the fuck? So I like pull out my phone and, you know, I've got like the flashlight, so I flash it. You can see everything over there just fine, except for it. It's just like, it was on top of like a stack of tires, right? Like they have rims in them, so I mean, there's obviously a middle, but at first I thought it was a cat, but it like absorbed all the light. And I was like, all right, well, my dog is like, I don't want to be near this type thing, right? So we're like, all right, so we go into the backyard, let her do her business. And when we come on back, the thing is sitting almost like, I want to say like how like a Buddha statue sits, right? Like it was weird. And so the dog is kind of like, I don't want to be near this type. Like I'm good to go inside. Let's just walk right past this. Let's go. And I'm like, all right, let's go. So bring the dog, you know, but I had a smoke with me, so obviously I couldn't go inside yet. So I bring the dog inside, and she just walked right into the glass door before I even opened it once I took off her leash, because she wanted to get away, right? So I just sent her inside, and I put the leash down in the doorway, and then I close the door, and I go back down, and I look at this thing, and it kind of, again, it's sitting almost like a Buddha statue now, instead of just being like a blob. And I just kind of like looked at it a little bit longer, and it bent backwards, like if it was a person, right, or like a Buddha statue. Imagine the head just went up like a snake and went backwards over the fence, and then like the legs part kind of was like a slinky and went into it again up at the top. So it's as if it was like going over a fence, right, like how a cat would, but it bent backwards. And it's not like it was an exact shape of like a Buddha statue, but that's the easiest way I can explain it, with like the sitting position. It looked like it was sitting like a person and not a blob anymore. But then it got up onto the fence and it looked like a blob. And then it went down, and I didn't hear it touch the ground or anything. And I was like, okay, maybe it's a cat? I don't know. I mean, it didn't look like a cat. Cats don't normally just absorb light, but that was whack. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Creepy, but it's I didn't feel afraid of it, right? It was just kind of like, that's a thing, right? And things don't normally get really close to me, right? And I think it's just because Buddy normally scares stuff off, but Buddy's been missing, right? And I have like this, again, like the barrier thing I can push up, and obviously I don't need it up at all times. Like I normally have it like maybe 10 feet around me, and this thing was far enough away that I wouldn't even touch it. So I go inside and I ask my mom, like, hey, do the neighbors have a cat? And she was like, yeah, why? I'm like, what does a cat look like? And they were like, and she was like, yeah, it looks sort of like a tabby, you know, like, I was like, yeah, that definitely wasn't a tabby, right? Like it was just pure blackness, and it was just, I didn't see any eyes, I didn't see anything, and it like bent backwards the way it was sitting, and I didn't hear it touch the ground, right? So I was like, well, that was fucking weird, right? And I explained it to my mom, and she was like, oh, well, you didn't feel afraid, right? And I was like, well, no. She's like, well, I guess it can't be too bad, right? Knowing, you know, the type of shit that I put up with like Buddy and whatnot. So I'm like, okay, all right. A few weeks go by, right? And Cute Witch Girl and I were going around in her town. I don't want to like dox us and say where we live, because we live in different towns, but still, we're going around her town, and there's this really like creepy grave, right? And on the way there, I finally saw Buddy after like a few weeks of not seeing him. I was like, oh shit. But then he was following really quickly. I'm like, that's weird. So we're at this graveyard, just looking at something that I don't want to like give out too much information, because then you can look it up and you can find out where we live. And I'm not really okay with that. But essentially, there is a grave that changed, and it was like, everyone thinks it's like cursed or some shit, right? I don't want to give too much info, but that's pretty much what it was, right? So Buddy was up on top of like the building by the cemetery, and I'm looking up at him, and I had my hand on her leg, and he never looks away from me whenever he's around, right? He never looks away. And he looked away from me at something, so I kind of squeezed my hand on her leg, right? Because something was in front of us probably. And like the biggest fucking doe I've seen like ever came just barreling past, and it's like, that wasn't a buck, that was a doe. And there's houses right there. There's nowhere for that doe to have come from, right? So, and then he kind of like looked back at me and then followed where it went with his eyes, right? Like he just kind of like turned his head, followed it. And then we're like, okay. So then we drive around another spot in Innertown where it's also known to be haunted. Got kind of a weird vibe, but nothing bad. And we go to another place where, like in the past few years, 6 people have been found mauled to death. Now, most of the like animals in our area, like black bears and coyotes, well, they're black bears and coyotes. They're really not that much of a threat. Right? Like you still don't want to piss them off, but they aren't really that much of a threat, right? So it's like, okay. And she's explaining to me about she was in these woods and she got separated from her group that she was with, of like her friends. And even though they were in the same area, they were suddenly just apart. And it was really, really creepy, right? And then she heard something that was like footsteps in the distance, but like coming through a loudspeaker, she said. Or I'm pretty sure that's what you said. She's in chat. She can confirm or deny. And so we're like, okay. She's explaining that happened. And I was like, okay. And as she's explaining that, I'm like, what did it look like? Because she said that she saw it. She's like, oh, I'm getting to that. I was like, no. What did it look like? Because once we got to this field that we had to walk through to get to these woods, I had this weird feeling, right? And as we're walking through the field, Buddy didn't want to leave the tree line behind us. Yeah, you got it right? Okay. So Buddy didn't want to leave the tree line behind us. Now, he's normally what keeps everything away from me, right? So I'm like, okay, this is weird. Like, nothing normally bothers him. Like, he didn't follow, and he always follows. He's been following us since we saw him earlier, right? And now he's not following. There's plenty of time from, if he didn't even want us to see a follow, right? There's plenty of time with our backs turned that he could have gone to the other tree line to the side, but he didn't, because that tree line is still technically connected to the one we're walking towards, but not this one that he was in. So we're like, okay. I'm walking and I'm walking. I asked her, I was like, so what did it look like? Right? And she's like, well, I'm getting to that. I was like, no. What did it look like? And then she explains, well, it was like a really tall man with like a wolf head. And I was like, okay. What color was it? She was like silver, white, grayish, right? And I was like, all right. I just kind of stopped walking. We're maybe, I'd say what, like 20 yards, 30 yards from the tree line. So like, what, like anywhere from 40 to 60 feet away, right? So it's still a bit of a walk, but not too far, right? And I was like, okay, so between that structure and that tree there, has there always been a white tree there? And she was like, white tree? There's no birch trees in this forest, right? And then it moved towards the tree line. And I was like, nope, nope. And I don't have a fear response for this shit. Like, I don't flee, right? I just fight. But this thing, it was like, it wasn't like I was afraid. It was like I wasn't welcome kind of thing. And it was really asserting that. And I was like, yeah, no, if Buddy ain't fucking with it, I ain't fucking with it. So I'm walking backwards. And apparently, as we were approaching and as I was saying what I saw, she heard something go past her. And I'm like, I would have heard something if it went past us. But her and I also have like completely different energies. Like, I'm probably going to butcher the pronunciation of this. Eclectic witch, which I believe is a form of paganism. And I have like a very mixed spirituality of very, very many different things. But I have different energies I can pick up on than she can. Right? Obviously, there's some things we can pick up that are the same, but we pick up on different things. So she heard something go past her, and she kind of was like, as it went past. And I didn't hear anything. Eclectic. Yeah. See, I tried, all right? So, I was doing it by memory, all right? My brain just fried for a minute, sorry. Yeah, so I start walking backwards, and she turns around, and she starts walking forwards. I'm still walking faster than her backwards, and she's walking forward. And we get back to the car, and we just kind of get out of there. And she was like, all right, well, I was like, well, this is weird, because literally earlier in the same day, I watched a video of something that wasn't the exact same, but eerily similar to what we had just experienced, and it just came to mind after that happened. So I played the video for her, right? She's kind of like, okay. And then when we got back, she was like, I need to write this down, right? So she wrote down a name that popped into her head the second that it was like almost like it was speaking to her type thing, right? Like the name was just shown to her, and images were shown to her when this all happened. So we get back, she drew the images, she wrote down the name, and we look up the name, right? And there's only one recorded instance of this name, and it doesn't have an origin, it doesn't know if the person's alive or anything like that. And we're like, okay, maybe if we try spelling it other ways. Nothing, literally nothing. There's only one documented case. We're like, well, this is a weird coincidence. All right, odd. And then we start looking up like the images that she'd drawn. And of course, it becomes Native American stuff because, well, where we live, there's a lot of Native American stuff. It's Canada, right? And we look it up, and there's the one, and it means captivity. Then there's another one that means forever home. The lasso and the Hogan, I believe they're called. So those two images popped into her head. And then another image of like a teepee, but with like circled with a line going through it, kind of like a no smoking sign kind of thing. And we couldn't find anything of that, but a teepee means home. And maybe, and the way I inferred it was maybe it was your brain saying, don't live here, like this isn't a home, right? Now, when you look back on it, the only people that were mauled to death there were all homeless people. So if this is his forever home and he's trapped there, and he doesn't want you to live there, if homeless people use the woods as their home, you see, like that's what we gathered from it. Very creepy, really spooky, really threw me off. So I started looking into the area a little bit more. So I, hopped on Google Maps and I'm exploring, and I found deep in the woods what looks like some old structures. So I told her, in the spring, when it's warm, I would like to go and check that out, but during the daytime. And she keeps saying she wants to go back, and I'm like, no, please don't go without me, because that was very obviously something native, and I'm part native, and a lot of my belief system is from native. So it's like it's not the same type of thing. Like, girl, I adore you, but please. And she's like, nah, it's fine. I'm like, no, please. Like witches and stuff are like European. That's fae. Even if like Native American stuff is a type of fae, it's the same as how like there's different types of lemurs. They're different parts of. I'm part native too, you ding it. I know, but you don't. That's not your practice though. Your practice isn't native stuff. Your practice is the witch stuff, right? So I'm just like, bro, like, don't do it, please. The witchy stuff is different type of fae, if it is still fae, but there's two different types of lemurs, even though they're both lemurs. Maybe it's like the same kind of concept. Native stuff and fae are probably similar, but different because different parts of the world. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, girl, please don't go by yourself. You are not safe. You do dumb shit. I know you. You butthead. All right. But yeah, that was some of the spooky stuff that we had to deal with. And then we also got like I have like my wall that goes around me. When we were driving, we went past this one church, and it was like my wall hit another wall, and it was like two bubbles pushing against each other. Like my wall got pushed right up against me, and I was like, oh god, like that was. You ever been to that church before? And she's like, no. And I'm like, okay, but like I'm cute, so I go, no, you don't get away with it for being cute. That's how I get away with shit. It doesn't work on me. I know how to do it. But I was just like, you ever been to that church? She's like, no. And I'm like, all right, well, you probably shouldn't go there. There's some like weird energy. And I explained it. She was like, oh, well, that church has been shut down like 3 or 4 different times for like cult activity. And I'm like, well, that would fucking do it. And then literally, I think it was like the next day, we went past it again, didn't feel nothing. So I was like, well, something was going on that night. So yeah, all sorts of spooky stuff like that. I really wish that Keter was home today, because like he's got like some stuff that he has to do. But he told me a story of something spooky that happened to him recently, and I was like, bro, that's fucking weird. Man, and I also would like to, one day when the world is kind of like settled and we're not dealing with some pandemic bullshit, I told him that I want to like visit him because he has like a whole bunch of land that's all like mountains and stuff. And he's like, he sent me some images of like a graveyard that's like ancient, that's just randomly in the woods. And I'm like, well, that must be terrifying to have stumbled across initially. He was like, oh yeah, it was really fucking creepy. Like, oh man. So what you're saying is that I need to visit. You can teach me how to shoot some guns, and then we can explore the mountain. And he was like, that sounds fun. And I was like, hell yeah. So one day. But yeah, there's all sorts of like really weird stuff that's going on. He explained to me about some spooky shape of some kind, right? It wasn't like a shadow person. Like he's seen a shadow person before, and he was just like, this was not a shadow person that I saw. And I was like, okay, well, I don't know what to tell you. That's fucking creepy. And then he was like, yeah, and I even had my gun with me, but my brain went, that's not going to be enough. But yeah, like there's lots of weird shit going on in the world right now. So, and spooky, scary stuff's the stuff I'm more interested in hearing about. So if you guys have any stories, you know, there is actually a spot in the Discord server if you feel like writing out your story on like Notepad or Word or whatever, and then you can just put the file in there, because I plan to start narrating creepy stuff on my one YouTube channel. So if you guys are at all interested in having me narrate stuff in like my actual narration voice as opposed to like my normal one, like where I'm just like getting really like, oh shit, he crawled up the stairs and I didn't even know what to do. I ran. There was nothing I could do. Or just some stupid shit. I'm just trying to come up with something off the top of my head, you know. Like just like getting really passionate about it, you know, narrating the thing and, you know, doing like different voices or whatever that I can do. Yeah. If you guys have any scary stories and you feel like writing it out and having it in a YouTube video, just put it into like Notepad or like WordPad, and then put it into the Spoopy channel in the general section of the Discord. So, because that's all you gotta do. And then when I start recording all that stuff, you know, it'll be up on the channel and you'll be like, oh shit. And if you end up sending me something, I'll let you know when that video goes live, that I read your video or read your story, and that way you can see it. You'll be like, oh shit, he actually did it. And then you can like share it with your friends. That way you don't need to retell the story over and over. You'll be like, this is my story and I got someone to narrate it for me. Here you go. It also gives me like technically free content, but you know, it gets your story out there. So it's a win-win if you ask me. Also, I love that I have had, I think, 2 messages all day today. And now that I'm streaming, I'm looking at my phone and I have 7. I'm going randonauting tonight. I'll let you know if anything spoopy happens. Wow. You're going randonauting. Don't you work tonight? Because if you're going out tonight, you're not working, why don't you come pick me up when we go adventuring? Because I'm down for that. I'll wear a COVID mask if you're concerned about the COVID, even though I don't leave my house, so there's absolutely no way I have it. But, you know. Why is my phone blowing up? What is this about? What is this about? My goodness. Holy shit. You know what? I'm not even concerned. I'll ignore it. What's up, Noella? My cat's over here now. She's like, hey, I'm gonna be a part of this. I'm like, all right, well, come sit on my lap then. See what you want to do, No. Come join me. Come on. It's only when I'm doing stuff that she wants to come and sit on my lap. Because if I'm not doing anything all day, she won't bother me. But once I go to do something, it's just my luck, you know? Every single time. Whether it's like people bothering me on my phone, my cat's like, I desire attention specifically once you go start streaming. Why isn't my mouth moving when I'm talking? Shit be whack, my dudes. Sorry, I missed all of what you said. Oh my goodness, I can't believe this. Have a good rest of the stream. All right, take it easy, Strawberry. Thank you for stopping on by. I do appreciate it. Cute Witch Girl, what I said was, if you, like, don't you work tonight? And if you don't work tonight, why don't you come pick me up? And then I'll wear a COVID mask or whatever. You can wear a COVID mask, you know, and then we can just go adventure. And then it'll be fun. Yes, maybe. Yeah. there's all sorts of shit that I want to like get figured out for, like, you know, thinking about it, if I could get enough like spooky scary stories from like the community while I don't work tonight. So what you're saying is we're hanging out because I haven't seen you in like 2.5 weeks. Oh man. Okay, all right, I'm done work at 10 and then we adventure. I will be up all night if need be, but we adventure. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's an ad for Skip the Dishes. That can leave. I am now in a much better mood. It's gonna be good night. It's gonna be really good night. But yeah, what I was thinking is if I can get like enough scary stories from the community and whatnot, or like creepy stories, or like it doesn't even need to be like cryptids and stuff. It could be like just general things that scared you. Like you were just walking alone at night and then like there was some like creepy person or whatever. Or like you walk past some gang shit, you know, like I'll just go through the stories, be like, oh fuck, that's definitely worthy of narrating type thing. And again, like it's a way of getting your stories out there, you know, and then it gives me more like gumption to do it because there's people that are now like hoping that I do it. So I was like, oh fuck. There's also another thing that I realized. I was scrolling through the Twitters and I saw someone that was like doing like the transition stuff, right? Like stinger transitions. And I was like, oh, well, that's kind of neat, right? And then they were like, yeah, they're doing a raffle. And I was like, oh, awesome. Like, you know, that's kind of cool, right? Like, I know how to make my own, but that's pretty neat. And then they were like, yeah, and if anyone doesn't win the raffle but still wants one, message me. They're only $30. And I was like, hold up, motherfucker. $30 for that? And I'm like, I know how to do that. So I might start making like transitions and stuff and selling them for like $5 a piece because like maybe $10, right? Custom ones for people and be like, there we go. We're good. So one time I went to this girl's house and her roommate was like hitting on me. He goes by trash online. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Are you talking about me? I think she's talking about me, guys. It happens, okay? I'm sorry. But yeah, so I might end up doing like commissioned work for like transitions and stuff because I know how to make that stuff. It's honestly not that hard for me. So I'm like, yo, let's do this. Weirdo. Oh my goodness, I'm getting insulted. It's okay. My cat is like refusing to like lay down. She's just like kind of sitting on my lap. And it's like, what are you doing? Like, cannot be comfortable. Like you're just sitting there constantly rebalancing yourself. It's like, what is wrong with this cat? She's a wingding. Yeah. Has anyone else got any spooky, scary stories they'd like to put in chat so I can narrate them? I'm also still sitting here waiting for other people to message me. You know what? I'm gonna... Nope, that's not what I wanted to send. There. I'm gonna message Rel. I'm gonna tell him to join me. Let's see who else is online that I can bug.
Why are you giving me money?
12 months woo.
Geki. Geki, my mans. He knows what to do. Oh, I really appreciate you doing it that way instead. Thank you, buddy. And also 12 months. Holy fucking shit. How's it going, Geki? What's up, brother? Yeet. Oh, man. People messaging me. Yeah, I actually can reply. Geki, you should come join us, man. Hop up into like the streaming channel in the Discord. I gotta find you in here. Right click. Roles. Yeah, you already are stream friendly, so you can join if you feel like it in the Discord. And then we can all just like hang out. I'm sure Geki's got some spooky, scary stories. There's gotta. Like, this man lives in like the southern states. I don't got any spooky stories. I got ghosts though. Ghosts count though. Rel, hello brother.
Cannot stay for long, for I must work in the morning.
Oh, that's okay. It's okay. I do appreciate you stopping on by. Then it's not just my dumb voice. But BB Floyd, if you want to tell your story in chat, or if you want to just write it up and then throw it into the Discord, and then I can narrate it for a video, it's up to you. Do it in a bit? No, I don't. Geki, you don't have any scary stories? I mean, there's got to be at least one story of you being chased with a chancla. I mean, that's not racism. That's me just knowing Geki. Oh man. Vayrel, what have you been up to lately, my dude?
Pain.
That is very relatable. Did you hear about me fracturing my wrist?
I did, yes.
Yep. Did you hear about me fracturing it, possibly breaking it on Christmas?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a very special person. And then I heard it again on Boxing Day, too. Gotta hop off. I'll see you at night. Alright. I'll see you at night. Message me. Alright. We don't talk about the chancla.
Both my legs in the near future.
That might not be a good idea.
No.
Nah.
But oh well.
Well, why are you in pain? Is it work related? Is it school related?
God,
Is it just existing?
Work sucks. It sucks hard.
Yeah. I can relate to that. I'm a full-time streamer. My work sucks all the time. I'm just like, look at me. I need to pretend that people enjoy my... People have to enjoy me, and I'm not that great. You know? No?
Yeah.
He just agrees. He's just like, yeah, you're really not that great. I'm like, oh, man. That's not what I was hoping for. Well, did you get anything cool for Christmas? Those are memories I don't want to remember. Fair.
I bought this desk. Oh, I didn't buy this desk. Someone bought me this desk.
Oh, so
And
he's
then
getting
I
upgrades.
used... I have this nice little spot for something, so I decided to buy the 32 key version of the Elgato Stream Deck, just so I have buttons.
Imagine getting a Stream Deck instead of just using Touch Portal. Or
Listen,
like
I have this.
board.
I have this thing on my phone that I was using for the longest time, but that only works if my phone's not dead.
I literally have an iPad that's forever plugged in on a little like phone holder stand thing right in front of my main monitor. That's my Touch Portal.
Well, I'll do you one better. I have a Stream Deck that's forever plugged in.
I mean, mine didn't cost me like $400. I know it's not that expensive, but you know.
It was $250. Thank you.
Bro, what? That's expensive as hell. Fuck that.
I used $100 from Christmas though, so that's fine.
Fair. Yeah.
Listen, I have a job and no responsibilities. I have infinite money.
You do ya?
I even have so much money. I just lost $100 in the stock market earlier today.
That sucks. Oh man.
It's okay. It'll come back when those stimulus checks come in.
Yeah, sure it will.
No, listen. They signed it today. It's coming.
Yeah, a whole $600, right?
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's not gonna help nothing.
No, not even a little bit. But it'll help
No.
me get my money back.
Does have a point. My neck just... You saw my model just break its neck. I turned my head slightly and my head just was like... Oh, man. But yeah, Geki, you should join us in the call anyways, man. That way we can talk about dumb shit. Mind you, I do want to keep on the track of Spooky Scary. That isn't gonna help. Yeah, it's not gonna help. I mean, unless you just want to waste the whole 600 on your boy here, but I mean, no, then it'll help a lot. Yeah, 600 isn't a lot when you have a bunch of bills to pay, but that's also because, like, luckily I don't have a whole lot of bills to pay, so I just got debt to get out of. That's all. And once I'm out of debt, then I'll be good. Yeah. Oh man, the struggle is real.
I think that's the real monster here.
Yeah. But Rel, my dude, have you had any frightening encounters lately?
Not particularly.
I'm literally just scratching my eye and my model is losing its shit.
Your mouth when you talk sometimes makes me think of a dolphin because of the way their bills are.
Oh, it goes inside of itself type thing? And the
Yeah,
angles?
like when your mouth goes like horizontal.
Yeah.
Your mouth just looks like a beak instead of.
Yeah, it's more when I make like an ooh sound. Ooh. It's like, and then it just kind of like goes inside of itself, and it's like, oh my goodness. But yeah, I know what you mean. It definitely looks kind of weird. That's why I want to, once I've got like steady income and I can afford to do it with, you know, paying off my debt already, I'd like to commission like a live 2D model. I think that'd be pretty good.
How much is a live 2D model?
It depends on who you commission it from.
Let's just look it up on
Yeah, I see some that are $100. I see some that are $50. I see some that are $1,000. So
starting at
really all
$200.
depends. Yeah, it depends on who it is. Yeah. I know the artist that I want, but it all depends on if they're still even doing it at that time. If not, I know a few others that I've been looking into. But I mean, I do like my 3D model, but to me 3D models just aren't as good. What the hell, 1K? Well, it's like someone took the time to fully draw it and everything and fully rig it. It's a full body. It comes with a rep sheet, comes with everything, you know. So kind of makes sense.
Dude, that shit better have spinning rims for $1,000.
I mean, if you believe that your art is worth that much, right, and other people tell you it is worth that much, you know, it is the market. It is, right? Like, the value is placed on it by the market, and if people are willing to pay that much, then it is worth that much, right? Especially with how much time goes into it, right? And the whole point of becoming an artist is you want to be able to make a career off of it. For some people, if they just make one model, it'll take them a couple weeks to get everything perfect because you have to go back and forth with the person commissioning you, right? So that few weeks, you're focusing on that model, meaning that if it's $1,000, you know, you could have done like easier, cheaper ones, right? But then you'd have to do multiple and be stressed about that. Or you just get this one large payment, you aren't worried about your bills, and, you know, you just focus on this one as the best work that you can do, right? So, because you're not going to be half-assing anything, especially for that price. You know what I mean? I don't know, maybe I just have like a better understanding of like commission work because I, you know, was dating an artist and know how it works, so. I don't know, it be what it be. So. Yeah, I don't know. The one that I'm looking to get, I think it's around 500, but that won't be for a very long time. You know what I mean? It's going to be what it be. Oh, also update on my wrist. Mad fucked up, but I've been using a stress ball to kind of like make sure I've still got like some strength in my hand. It fucks up my wrist more and more when I do it, but I'm regaining grip strength. So I'm actually using the stress ball right now. But I think something in my thumb got fucked up too, because there's like a very bad pain every time I like squeeze my hand around the stress ball. And I should probably let my hand heal before I start like trying to like build up the strength in it again, but I know I'm just gonna hurt it more and more over time, so I might as well just make it stronger while I can.
Better off just getting a new one at this point.
Right? Just get a new hand. Fuck it. I don't need this hand.
You
Hand
could
is
literally
worthless.
3D print one of those. Open source online, just easy.
He does have a point. But no, like,
I think I actually have a link to an open source robot arm. Let me look it up.
Well, I know a guy
saw
with
the
a 3D
link.
printer.
I saw the link and I thought to myself, if I ever lose an arm, I'll need this.
Rel big brain. Rel is big brain. Man, you know what's gonna really suck? Getting rid of our like, because we haven't been doing it lately anyways, but getting rid of like the rotating emotes on the channel. Because I'm pretty sure that we've got enough room with better TTV for all of them. But it be what it be. That's gonna really suck. There's so much I want to do. Oh, I've also been looking a lot into like the VTuber community. I've made a few like great friends on there. There's one that I've been lending her a hand with like finding some stuff, and I told her if she needs help with overlays or panels, so let me know and I'll do it for her. Because everyone else, she was like, well, how much is that gonna cost? And I was like, just do a good deed for someone else. I'm doing it for free. She's like, what? I'm like, yeah, you just spread good vibes, dude. It is what it is, exactly. But yeah, so she's pretty cool. She's a lava lamp. That's like the most original idea I've seen for a slime girl ever. It's like a lava lamp. I was like, bro, I had to be a mouse. I could have been a lava lamp.
That sounds expensive.
Is it the lava lamp? Yes, it is the lava lamp. Yeah, well, I actually like been messaging her like in DMs for like a little bit now. Like once I saw her, I started messaging her when she was at like 3 followers, and now she's like surpassed me in followers by like so much. I'm like, wow, your model is really cute. But also like she makes like genuine connections with people, which is awesome. She's really cool. I can't wait to see her debut stream. So
She hasn't even debuted yet.
well, it's all Twitter interaction so far, right? So
Bruh.
bruh.
She's doing something right.
Yeah, using Twitter properly. Of which I've actually been doing. I think, actually, you know what? Some of those notifications I got were Twitter follows. We were only like a couple away from like 300 followers on Twitter, so let me check that. Because I'm pretty sure that I got the same amount that I needed.
I don't think I
We are at
saved
298 followers on Twitter right now. My god. I'm gonna be there and break the lamp. Oh, okay, I see how it is, Geki. Doesn't even want to break me anymore. But that would be actually super sweet if you do that. Alright. Oh, cute witch girl messaged me.
I found it.
You found the arm?
Yeah. They have hands too, if you're curious.
I mean, you know what? I am actually pretty curious about that. Like, I would love to see some of that later. Not right now, but later on. However, I would like to get back into the spooky scaries, talking about the creepy shit. So that thing that we encountered that night, like the weird wolf head looking fucker, that kind of gave me this like, don't, I'm still listening while I drive, says cute witch girl. She's still listening. She lurking. It's my girl. I want to like really just like learn some more of the history of the area and find out if anything's happened there. Like I've got some native friends, and I want to talk to them about anything that's in that area. Because like I don't want to like list any of the tribes in the area, because then that really does dox me, because they're, you know, where they are. But oh my god, this person in on Twitter replying to my my promo says, ooh, scary stories. I once saw my reflection in a mirror. It screamed and ran. That's fucking hilarious. Oh no. I'm gonna say oh no and like the scared face. Let's see if they reply. Oh my goodness. Also, I'm still quitting smoking. I think I'm doing pretty dang good. So I've only had 1 smoke today. Yeah, I've only had 1 today, and I'm very proud of myself. The first 2 days I didn't smoke at all. The day after that, Treble, holy shit, what is up, brother? I have not seen you in a while, man. How you doing? Just brought some. Wait, nani? Wait, what did we brought? I'm so confused now. I am a very small-brained individual. What did we bought? Smokes. Ah, gotcha. I'd actually kind of already forgotten what I was talking about, so. But yeah, so like the first 2 days I didn't smoke at all. The day after that I had, I think 1 or 3, I don't remember. And then the numbers started going back up because I've been hurting myself and doing stupid shit. Just watching while having one. Well, you know what? I don't judge people for smoking at all. I only smoke because I do it when I'm bored or if I hurt myself. So I'm gonna be probably not quit quite yet. I'm in the process of quitting. You know, I'm doing better from like 6 to 12 a day. I'm doing anywhere from like 0 to 6 a day now, which I think is a pretty good number, right? So But I also have a fucked up wrist right now, so I keep hurting it more and more. Mine is mixed. Numb the pain, my dude. Exactly. That's why I smoke. It's also like a really great way to like not be hungry. It turns off the need to eat. Because literally today I have had, I think, 2 pieces of toast. So I'm smart.
You want a bite of my quesadilla?
I would love a bite of your quesadilla, friend. Also, Bucket, how's it going, buddy? I missed you, man. I haven't seen you in a while. But yeah, Treble, my mans. Do you have any spooky, scary stories to share with us? Have you ever spot Bigfoot before? You know, you ever seen like supernatural beings, ghosts? You know, Goat Man, Wendigo? While I was smoking 40 a day, it was gross. You know what? But you don't do that now. And that's the good thing. I have a few, but on mobile, so bear with me. Okay, well, will you be able to, like... Are you in a position right now to sit down at a computer, or no? Because if you would like to, you could probably just join the voice call that we're in. I randomly got sick last night and snuck up on me. It's one of those allergy-like colds. Ooh, those are never fun. I'm on for stream soon? Okay, never mind then. I won't distract you too much then. But yeah, if you guys got any like spooky, scary stories, Bucket, do you have any like supernatural shit? You ever ran into Bigfoot? You ever seen aliens? You know, ghosts? You know, like shadow people? Anything like that? Because if you got scary shit, I am all for hearing it. You guys have missed like the stories, the things that, unless you've been lurking the whole time, but you guys have missed some of the shit that we already talked about earlier. I saw a ghost of an old lady when I was younger. Really? Was it like threatening? Did she want to get you off her lawn? What was it? Woke up in the middle of oh. That's never fun. Just imagining like grandma waking you up in the middle of the night like, what's up, bitch? It's time for you to die. I wish I could like give myself like scary faces, but I don't even know all my reactions on this damn thing. Let me see if I can do any of these. Like, it's just my angry face. Grr. I don't know. Super surprised. Yeah, some of these are really weird. That was Soro. It didn't look too good. Oh man. Oh man, oh man. Wide awake for no reason. At my door stood a woman in her 40s with a long face and standing still. She then lowered her head while staring at me. I blinked and she was gone. That would be fucking spooky though. Hell no, I ain't down for that.
Did you ask her why the long face?
Hey yo, what's up? Horse bitch, why the long face? You know, like oh god. Could talk about my childhood ghost friend. You could, if you would like to. I'm all for it. If like I don't mind like reading off stuff that's put in chat. No, but shadow people I've seen. One actually stole some dude's daughter and then disappeared. He was nowhere to be found after 3 days. He was a neighbor. Doubt he breathes now. Fuck. Shit, that is actually that's real life scaries. Like even if it wasn't like a shadow people, but like an actual abduction technically took place. Like oh fuck, that is. That's some real scary shit.
That's some missing 411 shit right there, bro.
Yeah, like that's call as for an Amber Alert. So like, no, that's real fucking scaries. Oh my god, Bucket, did you just bring in a typhoon? What is this? God damn, man.
I don't even know my own power.
Was your typhoon like a bite of my quesadilla?
No, I just killed 2 whoppers. I believe I'm extra fat at the moment.
Oh my god, now I'm getting hungry. Boys, stop talking about food. Oh man. When I was older, around 18, I was at a camp. I was sharing a bunk bedroom. I woke up again in the middle of the night. This man's just has bad sleeping because of ghosts. Saw a cute girl at the base of the bunk across from. Alright, never mind. He's got some good luck. Alright. Okay, let's see how this is gonna go. I was on top bunk. Okay, I see how it's gonna go.
Cross your fingers for a rendezvous beyond dimensions.
Could you imagine some clairvoyant fuckery going about?
Hey man, Ghostbusters made it freaking funny at it, so if it was happening in that back in the 80s, who the hell says it can't happen now?
I don't know.
He
Ghostbusters
does have a point.
Afterlife's coming out.
For about 2 minutes, I was squinting and pretending to be asleep while trying to work out who it was from camp. Okay. And then she turned and her eyes were a black abyss, and I was like, I'm still for it. I'm 18. Horny as fuck. No. Could you imagine? Oh boy. Oh, my fucking knee's hurting. My wrist is hurting. Everything's in pain. I then did a big blink and she was gone. Well, that's kind of unfortunate. You almost got some ghost puss and you didn't. So
Ghost best puss, honestly.
I don't know, man. I'm
left
pretty
her
sure
kid
that like
makeup.
succubus would be a little bit better. I mean, it might
Yeah,
take your
but
soul, but it'd be worth it if it's worth your soul.
The thing with the ghost,
Another time.
you can see what you're doing, you know, because it's transparent.
You know what? You could find the G spot. That's smart. I hadn't even thought about that. That's the ghost spot.
You can
Yeah,
actually
that's
see it,
why
too.
I'm the big.
I believe these were
brain.
night terrors. Only if you were laying on your back. It is. I think you have like less than like a 0.5% chance of having a night terror on your side or on your stomach. I woke up in the night, wide awake, paralyzed. Well, I mean, it could be. You never know. All right,
Wait,
so
I've never had nightmares because I always sleep on my side. Huh.
yeah, especially if you sleep on your left side. Fear thick in the air. Okay. Well, I'm gonna narrate a little bit of what Cute Witch Girl has to say, because I actually don't know a whole lot about her imaginary friend that isn't actually an imaginary friend, even though I've technically met her, which is kind of weird. Could move my eyes, but not my body. I was around 21. Oh shit. All right, so grew up with an imaginary friend named Emily. She would wake me up in the middle of the night, and we would go play in the backyard. As I got older, I stopped seeing her. When I was 14, my friend was sleeping over and got up to go pee. She came running back into the room, panicked, and said that there was a little girl standing at the top of my staircase. She described the girl, and it was my imaginary friend. Turns out she's a ghost, and we hung out all the time. She pets my head when I fall asleep. Not spoopy, but, you know. Yeah. Okay, I did hear that story before, because it reminded me of... It's so weird. So, Cute Witch Girl and I are kind of a thing. Like, we don't really know what we are, but we're a thing. And her and I have like very similar things, supernatural, that have happened to us. Like I grew up in a haunted house, or I wouldn't. Is it really called haunted if they're like not bad? You know, like I guess, but like I don't know. It was a little boy and a little girl, and the little girl didn't really talk to us much, but the little boy would play with us. So my little brother and we would, be running around, and my parents would hear like these two, like hear the two of us, and then hear other footsteps and other people, like another little boy talking, and they're like, okay, well, whatever. And then there was the one night we were like spending the night at like my grandparents or something, and I guess they heard our toys upstairs moving, and some of my parents were like, okay. So my dad and my mom went upstairs, and they kind of like peeked into the room, and there was one of our toys that makes noise in like the middle of the room, making noise. And my dad and my mom, knowing that, obviously there's an imaginary friend that's a little bit more than imaginary, were like, hey, it's kind of late at night. Can you please stop? And they just heard like they just didn't hear anything, but the toy just stopped making noise. So they went back downstairs. And then apparently they heard from the top of the stairs, like a little boy just kind of like sheepishly just say like, sorry type thing. Like as if like he was in trouble. And it's like, they're like, it's okay. Like whatever. And then, which is kind of creepy in its own right, but he was a good kid, And then later on, back when I was like, I think 17, before I moved out of my parents' place, I was just walking down the stairs and I'd completely forgot about these kids, right? And I heard a little girl on the couch in the living room say like, hello. And I was just kind of like, hi. And then I heard a giggle, and then I was like, okay. So I just kind of walked downstairs, told my mom about it. She's like, well, did you say hi back? I'm like, yeah, of course, I'm not an asshole. Like I'm an asshole, but I'm not an asshole, right? So she's like, oh, well, whatever. And then she told me about it. I was like, oh shit, yeah, you're right. I do remember that. But yeah, little girl would just rarely play with us, but you know, she would sometimes play with us. She more just kind of sat and watched us like we were stupid. All right, time to read more of what Treble had to say. I hear footsteps and the door opening. Oh wait, hold on. If you're thick in the air, I can move my eyes, but not my body. I was around 21. I was with my back to the door in fetal position. I hear footsteps and the door opening. I couldn't move. I was ready to hit and swing my arm at whoever it was. I was in full fear mode. I felt the pressure of my bed weighing down next to me as the entity came closer. I was trying to talk. I couldn't move. Then suddenly the thickness in the air dissipated and my arm swung hard at the nothing that was next to me. It happened again a few years later. Oh, that would be spooky. I remember hashtag married. You know what? I bet. I remember I attempted doing like astral projection or something back when I was like 15. And I don't know if I technically did it, but I had this really, like, I went through all the steps that you're supposed to do and everything, right? I don't remember exactly what it is now because, well, I haven't attempted it since because for reasons I'm about to tell you. And I went through all the steps. I went through the process. There's like a certain way you're supposed to do breathing. I guess there's like a better chance if you eat certain things during the day. I don't know. I did everything right. And then that night I was focusing on it. And I've always been like really in tune with energies and shit. So I was like, you know what? All right, I'm going to try this. And I could see my room. And I could see me. Right? And I was like, all right, well, let's go out into the hallway. And when I went out into the hallway, it was like twisted. It was still like the hallway, but it was like wrong. And apparently my buddy Aki has had something very similar where he saw himself outside of his body and you saw like this like weird bird monster face thing like just staring at him, and he was like, that is looking right at my body. Oh fuck. And I'm not in my body. But the thing that I saw, I was like, it was just like everything was kind of weird and twisted. And then I was like, well, I'm gonna go back to me, and on my way I went past like something that was like almost like a shadow type. It was just darkness, and I had to pretty much like walk past it kind of thing. And it just was like this overwhelming feeling of dread. And then I just went back to my body, and as I touched my body, I woke up. So I was like, oh, okay. Well, I don't know if I did that right, but that was definitely not something I ever want to do again. So
Yeah,
I don't know what that was
did it
about.
right.
Yeah. But
Because if you can turn around and actually see your lifeless body, you're doing it right.
well, I could have just been dreaming though, right? So
Uh,
I know what my room looks like, right? So it's possible. I mean, there's people that live their entire workday and then they could wake up and they're like, no. So I could have just been dreaming, but I'm never gonna attempt it again.
well, are you one of those people that has those extremely long ass dreams? It's like they're fucking
No, I
entire
rarely dream.
stories?
No, I rarely ever dream.
And
So
then that was full on. You actually did it right.
yeah, I can't confirm that though, right? Like it's possible I just dreamed. Because like I do dream, it's just very rare. So, all right, now let's read what Treble has to say. The second time I was on my back, same feeling. This time I could vaguely see a wisp come through one wall across the end of my bed and out the wall. Once it disappeared, I was no longer paralyzed. That's kind of weird. Oh man, I love hearing the spooky shit and like talking about the scary stuff. You know, like this is what I live for, man. This is my life. This is the good. You know, I like being kind of like on edge, feeling like the spookiness is gonna get me, you know? Why is Rel messaging me? Rel, what is this? What did you post on my Twitter? The scariest thing are the friends we made along the way. Wow. Wow, okay. Look at this fucking loser.
Yeah, the scariest damn thing Trash did was make me a fucking friend. That was scary right there.
Yeah, right. Like, could you imagine wanting to be friends with me? You poor
Can
things.
you imagine wanting to be friends with my retarded ass?
Ooh. That'd be fair. Also, please careful with verbiage on things that you say until I'm multi-streaming. Because then I don't need to worry about the whole safety net of getting banned on Twitch. Because for those that don't know, if you look up at the top right over here, it says, you know, $50 as opposed to 10 subs. because it's the same fucking thing, but I get paid more, and also I'm gonna be giving up my Twitch affiliate contract because I would like to multi-stream, and Twitch kind of owns my content for 24 hours, so I can't multi-stream with my contract. So that'll be getting rid of my subs and my bits on my channel. I believe it also gets rid of channel points. But I'll be able to make things work still. But we're gonna be swapping to using PayPal, so it'll only be donation stuff. And then I'm gonna be going on multiple platforms, so I'll be streaming to Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. I might stream to other shit too if I can, but there's no promises on all that. It's just like a safety net because Twitch has been making some really bad moves lately, and I'm like, there's a high chance I might get banned, right? Not that I've done anything, but I say shit and I'm not afraid to say shit, so I'm like, let's just make a safety net. So trying to expand a little bit before anything bad happens on my main account. That way I've got the safety net on the other shit. Because okay, let me put it this way. If my account is ever banned, if you ever show up and it says that, hey, you need a time machine because this isn't around, right? Just go check my YouTube, because I'll probably just be streaming right to my YouTube immediately after that happens. Like, as if nothing happened. I'd be like, all right, whatever, I guess we're on YouTube now. Like, obviously I'll update on the Discord and in Twitter, but I'll just be streaming to YouTube if that happens. But hopefully I'll be able to start restreaming before that, right? Like multi-streaming. So as of December 31st, please do not sub to the channel after that, or donate bits, because I will not be able to receive it after the 31st. Because as of the 15th, I will be ending my contract. I'm waiting till I get my last pay and then ending the contract. But if anything happens before the 15th, right? So if anyone like donates or sorry, uses bits or subs, all of that money will be locked to Twitch. Because that would be February's payout. And since I wouldn't have a contract, Twitch would keep 100% of the proceeds. So let's not do that, you know, like swap into PayPal, because instead of getting $2.50 a sub, I get $4.70. So I'm nearly doubling my money, and the money that you are giving to me as a creator can actually go right back to the stream and improve it for you guys. Because like obviously I'm using a free model that I made. I'm using a free program, and as you can see, like it's not that great. But if I can start turning that money around to get like a better program and commission a good artist, you know, then I'll actually have a better model. Things will be nicer, you know, win-win. And everyone else just sitting here quietly now.
Well, you don't like people talking when you're talking, so yeah.
No, I just thought everyone was just like, the chat died and then there was everyone. I was like, oh man. I thought everyone got bored because I started talking about something else. All right, well, Bucket, you gotta tell me. There has to have been spooky, scary stuff in your life.
Yeah, that whole thing that I was telling you that happened. That shit was in an alleyway and stuff, and then I just seen this dude freaking running out of the damn thing, and then he's just like, that shadow thing stole my daughter and shit, and 3 days later, dude just dropped off the face of the damn earth.
Well, that's not fucking freaky at all.
Yeah, he literally ran out of an alleyway, and I seen this motherfucking big-ass shadow thing. It looked like the basic Hat Man. You all know what Hat Man looks like.
Yeah, it's pretty much like a shadow person, but with a hat.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
But it's different. Yeah, that would
it's
be,
more malevolent.
I just got chills from that. Playing a game, so I'm lurking. Happened. No worries, BB Floyd. It's okay. It's all right. I do appreciate the lurk. It means a whole lot.
And then there's also something else that I seen, and that honestly makes me think that there's like this secret entrance to Area 51 around my area and shit. I seen a cockroach person.
What?
Yeah, a cockroach person.
Okay, you need to tell
literal
this.
Insectoid. The thing, literally, what it did was it was in the middle of the night, and I could barely see it, but it looked humanoid, and it didn't. It looked like it was wearing like this giant ass backpack and everything like that. The damn thing goes up to a 90-degree cliff face where there is no handholds and just fucking walks up the damn thing like there's nothing.
What? Wind Waker?
Yeah.
Is that a game? Yeah, Wind Waker is a Zelda game. It's for the Nintendo GameCube. I've never actually completed it, but I do have it. I'm unsure if I want to play the HD remake using my Wii U because I need to get that back from my brother and then also get a capture card, or I could emulate it. So we'll have to figure that out. But that's after we hit 50 because that's the equivalent of 10 subs. So and it's like a sub goal because the sub goals always went up by like 10 or 15. So, but yeah, it's a fun game. We'll be playing it once we hit the donation goal because I make more money off the donations than I do going through Twitch, and we're gonna be getting rid of my Twitch contract soon, so it'll have to use PayPal for stuff. But yeah, yo, like Bucket, that's creepy as fuck, homie.
Yeah,
Like-
this was literally me seeing this shit when I was out fishing in the freaking reservoir and everything. I'm just like, what's that over there? Oh shit, we need to leave.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to fuck with that. I'm out. Take care, trash and chat. All right, love you, Treble. See you around, buddy. I'm sorry I haven't been around much. I've been super busy with life and, you know, a fucked up wrist. So
I immediately turned to my dumbass friend that's usually got a fucking gun on him all the time because he's rednecky as hell like that, and he's just like, dude, we're fishing. I didn't bring anything like that.
what? How else are you gonna fish? You use a gun.
Oh,
That's how you get the big ones.
I just said just use dynamite. Boom.
You know
Don't have to
what?
worry
You
about
could just
anything.
toaster
Like,
bath the
don't
whole
even
lake.
Yeah, that was what I was.
Just
gonna
bring a cattle prod. Yeah.
That only
Holy
works
crap.
in a 3-foot
Technology
radius.
is so cool. Your art is talking with you. Yeah.
Not if you got a really big toaster.
You just got a point. That's called a toaster oven. But yeah, Halo Sprite, I'm a little robot boy. You know what's funny actually is so many people don't actually know the proper lore of my character because like I've iterated it a few times, but like I'm obviously not big, so nah, use your bare
I've
hands.
known
Yeah,
you
grab the
for
fish
how
right out the
long?
water. But like
I've known you for how long, and I don't even know your damn backstory.
so pretty much Trash Mouse, right? There's me. Okay, so there's Trash, which is me. There's Trash Mouse, which is the mouse, and then there's Trash Boy, which is the model you're seeing. Trash Boy is a figment of Trash Mouse's imagination because he's a lab rat or a lab mouse that has like 2 different chips in his brain, and that's why there's 2 different girl voices for our notifications. Both of them are by Shuggy, you know, the lovely sugar-coated witch.
Yeah.
She is a good waifu. I adore her. She is a good friend. She did all the voice work for me. She actually did it for free.
Also a good person.
So
too.
once I have like, you know, some good extra funds coming my way, she's gonna get like 3 times her commission rate for it because she did it out of just being nice. But I don't know when that'll be. But yeah, like there's like chips in his brain, and then like one's like super cutesy, and then the other one is like mommy dommy type shit. So that's why Trash Boy is got like a mixture of the different color schemes that they got. Like the bottom half of them is kind of goth, but the top is like a pink, like crop top, you know. And he's got like the cutesy, but he's also got the like like punk. It's pretty neat, because they really influence his brain. And Trash Boy is just like the personification that Trash Mouse has in his head, because he's just a mouse that's super high energy. But since I'm really low energy, it works out pretty well. It's just being the polar opposite, the human versus the animal type thing. And then me myself, I'm just Trash because it just works out easier. I'm connected a lot more with like Trash Boy than anything. But some days it's just like super high energy. It's like that's Trash Mouse, you know. Good wife or good friend, or has she not said yes yet? If is why is only friend? Oh no, Shugi's just a friend of mine. She's cute. That's all. I just like you know, complimenting people. My actual wife is apparently in chat right now. You know, nah. Not that I knew that I was married, but I guess I am. She's lurking right now as she's going out and doing stuffs. But yeah, she is good waifu. Shugi is good waifu.
Watch him pop in the chat like I heard that.
Well, I wonder. I swear if I misspell this, but witch. I believe that's her proper username. Yeah, that's her right there. That's the one that did all of our notifications. So like if anyone follows or drops bits or subs or donates or hosts, raids, anything like that, she'd all the voice lines for that. Well, I hopped back on the wrong time. Why did you hop back at the wrong time? Because I was talking about you being my wife? Don't worry, the woman almost always know we are married before we do. You know what? That's a fair point. I didn't even know I was married, but Cute Witch Girl says that we're married now, and I was like, oh, okay. I didn't notice. When did that happen? She was like, yesterday. I'm like, we didn't even talk yesterday. She's like, I know. I did it yesterday. And I was like, heck. I was like, I didn't even know that we were in a relationship. But yeah, so that was a shout out to Shugi because she don't
I'm
ever voice
owned.
stuff.
Okay. Do I get
None.
treats?
Do I get treats? You know what? If she wants to give me treats, I will be happy boy. All right, I'll sit there and be like, okay, give me your basket. Oh man, I was lucky. I knew my fiance as my wife before she did. Ah, well there you go. I'm happy for you, homie. That's nice. That's good. That's good. Well then, can I be your sugar daddy? Yes, Geki, be my sugar daddy. You can be my sugar daddy.
Weren't you already?
Yeah, you know what? You kind of have a point. He sort of was. I'm getting treats. No, I'm the one getting treats.
He just needs the title in his stream or in the freaking Discord right now. It's just straight sugar daddy.
Just yeah, Geki has his own role in the Discord. Sugar daddy. I want treats. Then we can get treats. All right, we can go get treats when we hang out later. Oh my god. Right now, I'm working right now, girl. There's an hour and a half left.
I don't have the ability to change his nickname. Damn it.
Nah. But no,
Oh,
I don't
no,
give.
what if
We don't
it's
do.
sugar
We don't
daddy?
normally do nicknames in the Discord,
I
anyways.
demand sustenance.
Well, then we can do that. All right. Just get someone to order me
Consume the
shawarma, and then when you come pick me up, we'll eat the shawarma. Oh man. Granted, it did take a basement and several months of her to figure out our relationship was real, and she figured, wait, hold up, wait a minute.
That's an Alice in Wonderland syndrome thing, if I ever read it.
Okay. That's called Stockholm Syndrome. In one of the Discords that I'm on, I'm just named Geki. What are the chances of you just being Geki? You're Geki 31 or 32? And I never know why it's a different number. You know what, though? I think I can do... I think this should work. Yeah! Because Geki's the dono daddy. Oh god, I got some weird shit on my stream.
If people don't have weird shit on their stream, they fucking up.
You know what, you got a good point there.
Because every stream.
Man,
needs
now I'm
something
hungry for
different.
sure. Like, this is one motherfucker talking about KSD, another one talking about Whoppers, then we're talking about biscuits and treats. And then I mentioned shawarma myself because I'm stupid. Now I'm just hungry. Damn it.
Hey, I only said Whoppers once.
That
I think my
quesadilla
mom's
was
making
the
dinner,
finisher, I feel like.
but I don't know if she is or not. I remember she said that she was gonna make stew, but I wasn't sure if she was making stew for like tonight or she was prepping it for tomorrow or something. So it be what it be. It's a good energy drink, man. You know, it's funny, like, I get money for Christmas, and what I use it on is, like, the first thing I used it on was, like, Tim Hortons. Because I bought for me, my dad, and our one roommate. And then the other, like, because I got $40 for Christmas. So I used that for food for everyone, and then the change I just gave to my dad, because, you know, he drives me around and does stuff for me. So, like, just keep whatever's left. And then I used, like, the other $20 to go and grab, like, energy drinks. And then I found an LED strip, and I was like, oh, I'm getting that, because it's, like, $4. $4 for 3 feet, that should be more than enough for what I need. So I was like, you know what, that's a good deal. And it's USB powered, run it right next to my computer. Good enough. I'm kidding, obviously. She is a Filipina and would stab me with a spoon if I tried to lock her up anywhere. She got sick last year, and I swear I thought I'd have to hire a huge bouncer just to keep her in bed and rest. Oh, God. Geki understands this, don't he? He's sitting there like, oh, well, you know what? It's the same as, like, Hispanic girls. They just gonna be like, you listen to what they say. You have no fucking choice. They all like, they know what's up. Mind you, I got me, like, fiery redhead, so, I mean. You know what? Moral of the story is don't piss off women. Oh God. You know what? Okay. We're cutting this conversation where it is. I don't feel like getting banned for shit said in my chat. I mean, I can't really necessarily disagree, because it's the same as calling like, can I stab you with a spoon? I mean, if you want to, I guess. I'm into it. But like, no, it's like Australia, and then what's the other one that they call Kiwis?
That would be New Zealand.
Yeah, New Zealand is just like the Canada of Australia, you know, because Australia is the America, because they're just British Texans. So New Zealand is just Canadian.
What Australia is, British Texas.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. They talk like they're Texan, but they have a British accent, so it just sounds weird. You know what's really funny though is Treble, who was here in chat a little bit ago. He's Australian, so he would have been like, huh. You mixed up your message, witch girl. It's I can stab you with a spoon. Can I stab you? No, she needs to ask permission for it, because then she'll be like, she knows I can't get grumpy about it. If it's just like a random spoon stab, I won't be too happy. But if she has permission, she'll just do it. I like you. You give confidence. You know, I mean, you know what? Sometimes it be that way. Sometimes a random stranger online, I'm going to give my girl a bit of confidence to stab me with a spoon. And knowing her is going to be like the most roundest, the dullest spoon in existence. And she's somehow going to cleave me with it.
Maybe it'll be like that one YouTube video where that guy follows the other guy around and beats him with a spoon until he dies. But it takes like 14 years.
What? Women don't ask first, they inform you of your opinions. Valid. It's gonna happen now either way. Surprise spoon stab. Oh man. Floyd has a spoon? Hold up, is that a yeah, it is fur trap. Man, I haven't spoken to Fizzy in like, oh god, I don't remember the last time I talked to him. It's been, fuck, it must be at least 6 months.
I gotta get out of here. My time is up.
All right, Rel. Well, I love you, homie. Thank you for stopping on by and shooting the shit with us. Your commentary is always welcome, as is your grace.
Yes.
All right. Love you, buddy. Take it easy.
Yeah.
He doesn't love me back. Oh, man. But yeah, Bucket, my mans, my brother, my pal. What? Actually, you know what? I was going to say, what have you been up to? But I just got another story I want to tell. So I'm not going to ask you what's up because, well, fuck you at this point. No, I'm kidding. No, your alleyway story just reminded me. It just popped into my head. So Cute Witch Girl and I, because we live in different towns. The town that I live in isn't really the best one. And we were driving through like the downtown part of it. And there was like a whole bunch of screaming, right? And she was like, what's all that about? And I looked over, I was like, oh, it's a stabbing, right? And she was like, what? Like, should we call somebody? I was like, nah, just keep driving. Like, you don't want to be a part of it. And then it was like, oh, okay. Because, like, literally just, like, in an alleyway, there's, like, people screaming. There's clearly knives. I'm like, yeah, it's probably just stabbing. Let's just go, right? So we started driving down the road a little bit more. Not even, like, a minute later. It must have been maybe, like, 30 seconds. We look out the other side of the street. Unrelated situation. Just some girl, right? Probably around our age, like around like, you know, early 20s, mid 20s. Just chasing some guy with a baseball bat. And it's just like, huh. Well, it's a good thing we don't normally go downtown. It was a very interesting day. And it all just popped into my head because you mentioned the alleyway. Even though it was completely unrelated. Totally not caring is a stabbing. Oh, I'm so tempted to talk about something that we have here, but it would definitely dox me. Easiest way to put it, stabbings are very common here. I've been stabbed twice. All right, so it's a pretty common thing here.
Yeah, Canada and the UK, their guns are knives.
Well, okay, there are people with guns here. There's actually like 2 shooting ranges in my town, and there's one in Cute Witch Girl's town as well. But like, oh yeah, it's only handguns, right? Yeah. Rifles are pretty easy to get here, but you also need to have like a hunting license to be able to get one. And it's easy enough to get a hunting license, I guess, but like a lot of people here just don't hunt, right? Like a lot of us are just like, we don't need guns, fuck it. And like getting a handgun, near impossible. Using one at a firing range, super fucking simple. Literally just go up to a firing range, be like, yo, I want to learn how to use a gun. They're like, how old are you? You're like, I'm at least 18. They're like, good enough. And then you just kind of are given a handgun, given a quick rundown, and then they put you up on the range and they go, all right, flip off the safety. And you flip off safety and they go, only fire in that direction. And you go, okay, only put your finger on the trigger when you want to fire. If you do not want to fire, don't have it anywhere near the trigger. Okay. And that's how easy it is to use a handgun. But to own a handgun here, oh, that is impossible. Like, you need to get, like, a different, like, you gotta get, like, 2 different licenses, go through, like, a schooling thing, and then just like, oh, fuck that. Right? Well, in America, just go to the corner store and ask for one. You might not even have to pay, they'll just give it to you. You know, like... Twice, what the hell, man? Didn't you realize not to argue? Okay, so the first one, I was 13, alright, and he was, like, 16 or older. All right. And he went down and he like, I was chilling in a tree drawing because that was just what I did. It was back when I was in a gang. And this guy literally just went over and booted some child in the chest when they were just playing at a little playground. So I jumped out of the tree. I'm like, what the fuck do you think you're doing? Right. And I get up in this guy's face. And then at the last moment, I looked down and saw that he had a different colored bandana than me. And then I got stabbed in the belly. But he didn't know how to stab. It was kind of like it just went under the skin, didn't even pierce the muscle because he kind of like stabbed up. So I was like, well, okay. I ended up winning that fight, I guess, because I remember that, and then him pulling it out and then swinging at me. I kind of did one of those, like, you make your body into like a C as you jump backwards kind of thing, like for like the YMCA kind of C. Well, I guess that's a different type of C, actually. Sorry, that's above your head, but you know what I mean, where you just kind of like do like the back jump and your body kind of bends like in the shape of a C. And he scratched across my chest that way, and then I just kind of like read it out. Don't remember the fight at all, but I beat up him and 2 of his friends. That showed up, and my buddy walked around the corner as it was finishing it, and he was like something out of a movie, man. I just saw you like Superman punch this guy, and then like you stumbled and like held your stomach. And
when
I was
adrenaline's
like,
high, fucks are not
well,
ready
I
to be given.
used to fight all the fucking time though. That's why. But yeah, so that was the first time I got stabbed because some fucking asshole decided to boot a child in the chest who couldn't have been older than like 6. So, and the second time, I was just walking downtown, and obviously I've just explained how easy it is to get stabbed downtown and how much weird shit's down there. I was just walking with a buddy of mine, and I was like 16? I want to say 15 or 16. And I heard someone run up behind us. You know how you can tell when someone's running at you, even if you aren't looking? So that was happening. So I grabbed my buddy and kind of like threw him in front of me type thing. And then I kind of turned slightly, and this person stabs me in the right arm, right? And it's like just below like the shoulder, like right in the muscle there. And well, I'm both handed. You stab me in the right arm. My left arm's my strong side. Right side's accurate, but when you're this close, I ain't gonna miss. And I just like fucking wailed in this guy and knocked him flat on his ass. I was like, what the fuck's your problem? Blah, 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 blah. Right? And he's like, oh, you're not who I thought you were. And I'm like, the fuck you mean? Blah, blah, blah. I started to get like angry at him. I took the knife out of my arm. It was only a tiny little knife, so I fucking like folded it, put it in my pocket. And then I was like, are you fucking stupid? You don't even know how to stab somebody? Like, you stabbed me in the arm? You could have stabbed me in the chest, in the back, in the neck, in the armpit, and you went for my arm? You don't even know how to stab somebody, right? And he was like, I'm like, get the fuck out of here, right? And then I start walking with my buddy, and like 2-3 minutes later, my buddy goes, why did you lecture him on how to stab somebody? And I was just like, because he didn't know how to fucking stab. And he's like, but now he does.
Do something, do it right.
Exactly. Oh man. Someone tried to set me on fire once. It was fun. My dad set me on fire twice in one day. Why does everything happen in 2s? What the fuck? Poor wish I had to stab you twice for your learn. Yeah, pretty much. But Geki's here in chat. What's up? This man, the voice call.
Hi, rodents.
Oh my god, you're loud as fuck. Let me turn you down. Oh my goodness, there we go.
Not bad.
No, that's on me. I had you at I had you at like 130% instead of like 70. Yeah. Only a tiny knife. Excuse me, but I'm going to go back to my safe place. I mean, I've just been stabbed enough times, and I carry a knife on me at all times. Like, my knife is just barely legal, because like there's a certain length that they're allowed to be. Mind you, if Cute Witch Girl and I end up getting a place together, at some point, depending on our living situation, because we might end up living out in the country and having a bunch of land or whatever, I'm going to build a forge, and then I want to make like a bunch of weapons and stuff, and it's gonna be awesome. Anyways, I'm actually hopping off now. I'll let you know when I'm on my way to stab you. All right, well, I'm done at 10, so after 10, I carry a knife for work. Yeah, I mean, that's why I originally carried mine. Even though I used to get stabbed all the time by shit, apparently. You know, I just didn't carry a knife on me back then. Unless I took it from somebody, in which case I had it for a little bit. But yeah. Yeah, it won't be...
Forge
yeah,
very
alright, sounds good.
easily. They're like one of the simplest things to make if you know what you're doing.
Oh, exactly. Like, I want to get into, like, metal casting first before I get into actual forging. That way I can learn, like, the basics of things, right? So how to use a smelter correctly, and then I want to learn how to do casting properly. That way I can like cast some like cool shit, and then it's not like actually meant to be used. And then I want to get into like proper forging and like DIY forge where it's like modern shit. Pump 12 gauge over sword or knife. I mean, valid, but I live in Canada. But I want to like learn how to make like urban weapons that look like medieval ones or some shit, or just like whatever. Like, I don't know. Make an axe out of a saw blade type thing, you know, like just some cool stuff. But I want to like build up forge, so I'm thinking that's what we'll do with like the IRL YouTube channel. That it'll just be like when I end up building stuff or doing things that are interesting, I'll just set up a camera, do it, and then be like, yep, that was a thing. Like, so when I start building the forge, like I have to build the structure around it, and then I'm gonna like, well, I guess initially I should probably like build a proper like anvil that goes into the ground. So like do that with like thick wood, and then dig a hole, and then stick it in there, and then cement it. Not cement it, but like, you know, like put dirt around it, then make it into mud so it's solid. But have it a few feet deep, that way it doesn't wobble at all, and then put like an actual like proper thick ass plate on it. That would be a good thing to do. And then build a structure around that. So that way it kind of like protects from like weather and shit. I want to build like a 3-wall building with like a 4th wall that I can like attach and remove type thing. That way in the winter I can still have it and have it insulated. So Canada, thought your version of a hostile conflict was 2 individuals arguing over who is more sorry. Yeah, you clearly don't understand Canada then. We have one of the highest crime rates in the world. Like, we're like right behind America.
But even trash can say he's witnessed a Canadian standoff.
Okay, a Canadian standoff is different. A Canadian standoff is when you both stand at a door, all right? And like, oh, you first. No, you first. Like that's a Canadian standoff. Like, no, I insist. No, I insist. Yeah, Canadian standoffs can happen anywhere, but it's just like, it's not the same as like a Mexican standoff. Am I right, Geki?
Yep.
I was just kind of expecting a fuck you. Wait, hold up. Do we have all 3 of North America here right now?
I don't know.
Well, I'm from Canada.
Well, then that's not 3 from North America, then.
Well, Geki, you're Mexican, aren't you?
I'm Mexican, yeah.
And Bucket, you're American, right?
Yep.
We have North America!
But
We're all together.
In the voice call, shouldn't you be on the top and me in the bottom?
It's alphabetical, man. Come on. I don't control that. We flipped it, alright? Whatever, fuck it.
Whatever.
In America, my wife can shoot me and I'll be asked, what did you do? I mean, that happens here too, though. Difference is you probably just got stabbed. Oh, which debatably could be worse. Because if you get shot by a 22, I'd rather get, shot by a 22 than get stabbed. Because if they stab, they're probably stabbing more than once. You know?
I'd rather not get shot with a 22 because I know what they do when they go internal.
Yes, but there's also the chance it'll ricochet off you if it hits the right spot.
That too, but it's also going to be firing out of your body at that point.
Yeah, well, I mean, if it hits you in the, somewhere dense, it just bounce off, whatever. But, like, no, not really. I know it. I know what a 22 can do. But I think I'd rather get shot by a 22 than someone that's going to stab you. Because they aren't just going to stab you once. And if they're smart, they'll twist. Stab, twist, right? Like, so you get mad fucked up. And you don't even realize that you get stabbed. It just feels like you got punched and it's wet. And because your body just immediately goes like, ah. So, but if you get shot, you're like, ah, that's hot. That's really warm. Oh, no. You just kind of go down. All this started because I made a joke about Stockholm Syndrome. You know what? It happens. Weird shit. We go on like strange tangents and talking when we're on these streams. Like we
That's
just go
a
all over
trash
the
mouth
place.
Stream.
Yeah, honestly, we'll talk about like scary like cryptid stuff, and then it'll get to like shootings and stuff. I mean, like technically some of this is still scary, right? Like if you were to get stabbed, it's a pretty frightening thing, right? Or if you see a stabbing, that's pretty frightening, right? Talking about like, you know, people like getting shot and stuff, that's pretty scary, right? But you know, I like hearing about like spooky, scary stuff too. Geki, you've got to have some kind of story. Come on, man.
I got
Yes,
nothing,
tell us some-
dude.
No, don't lie. Do not lie. I know you've at least heard stories of the chupacabra.
Of the chupacabra? He lives in Texas.
It just carried over, man. That's not far freaking traveling.
Oh my god. Yeah, wait, you do live in Texas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you did. I was gonna say, like, he might be Mexican, but he lives in the States. Yeah, no, there isn't nothing that you've ever heard down there? Any like scary, like, even like from people you know?
Think about this. Hold on.
Alright.
Oh no, we're making him think. Oh damn, he wasn't ready for that.
I was not.
Yeah, you're
I
one to
was
talk.
not.
Yeah. The man who literally has
Make
a
it be
bucket on
thankful.
his head. Yeah, making a thonk is pretty hard there.
Yeah, it really is actually.
Okay, question. What's scarier, getting stabbed or choosing after a number 2 and the water starts rising without going down right away? Or, you know what? You mean flushing. Okay. I'm not afraid of poop. I've worked at McDonald's. I have had to clean washrooms. Getting stabbed was definitely scarier than a poop. It's just a poop. Like, it's not like I'm gonna eat it, you know? Like, it's just, it can't harm me. Like, bro, just like, step away. Grab a plunger. Or worst case, just
anybody
take a
ever
just
heard
take a
of
shower
soap
after.
water? I just find it magical that no one's heard of this great thing called soap and water.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. If there's like a zombie apocalypse, where are you gonna run and hide? Fucking sewers. What's down there?
Crocodiles if you're in New York.
Yeah, well, none of us are in New York, so. Though,
Us in New
that
York,
actually
so-
makes me wonder, would Florida be safe?
Well,
Like, there's absolutely no way that a zombie's gonna be able to take out a crocodile.
honestly, when it comes to Florida, knowing that back in the 80s they created the Stand Your Ground law, no, it wouldn't work out very well for Florida. Everybody there's got a gun. Nobody there's going to use it, but they have the ability to.
Okay, but like, I mean, zombies. They would just be eaten by crocodiles. Because they're like, that's meat. And it's like, yes, this is shielded meat. Like, that meat eats you. So as long as the crocodiles don't become zombies, it should be good. But if they do, that's a whole nother problem.
They're the most ancient creature that we know of, so yeah.
Yeah. Also, if they're able to just keep eating, because zombies keep walking into the water, the only way the crocodiles and whatnot die is because they run out of food. But if the food keeps coming to them, they just keep getting bigger. Like, they only like starve to death or they're hunted. So, I'm putting my bet on it now. Zombie apocalypse is going to be handled by crocodiles. Yup. Yeah, that's
It's
where my
funny
money's going.
Because there's actually been military strategies made for if a zombie apocalypse already happens.
Oh, I know. Oh yeah. I
But they,
I have a
but they
friend in the
only
military who has
use
talked
it-
about it, and he does the higher up shit. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
And that is all I'm gonna say. Dude, an overflowing
Yeah.
toilet sucks. If it gets on the shower rug, my wife would kill me slowly. And since crocodiles eat live prey, would they even attack zombies? I mean, they just eat anything that moves. So
If they're hungry and it's moving, it's obviously alive. Oh,
yeah,
yes,
and it's still meat.
supplement.
So, but you know what? If the toilet is overflowing, and if she's gonna kill you for the shower rug, just pick up the shower rug and put it into the tub. Then it's safe. Or put it up onto a counter or something. Hang it over a shower curtain. And then it's good.
Or
You gotta
eat less
think
cheese.
outside the box.
Or eat less cheese.
That too, yeah. Don't eat so much bran, you know? Oh, man. All right, so Geki, have you heard any stories yet? Anything that's popped in your brain about like something that someone's told you walking around at night? You know, maybe a skinwalker ran at them, El Chupacabra. You know, maybe just some like creepy person downtown in Texas. I'm gonna take that as a no.
Still thinking.
Oh, my internet is doing some weird shit. I'm a truck driver, so I just use trucker bathrooms. That is fair. Yeah, my uncle's actually a trucker. He's told me some scary stories of shit that he's seen. Like flying saucers. He saw some weird scarecrow thing and he was like, ugh. So. Oh, actually. Hold up. Yo. Okay, so he told me about how he saw like some weird scarecrow thing, and then when he looked back, it was closer, but he heard some shit around his truck when he was trying to sleep because he was pulled over, right? But nothing was wrong with his truck, so he was like, alright, what the fuck? But that just reminded me, like, I think it was about a month, maybe a little bit longer than that ago. I was playing Halo, and I was listening to a bunch of scary stories, and one of them was about a scarecrow thing. I'm gonna have to find that again. And then I'll have to ask my uncle more about that story. Oh, shit. Because if they're in the same area, that's fucking neat. I just don't remember where it was. Most of the time, those restrooms are straight out of zombie movies. Yeah. Well, I mean, I wouldn't want to, like, clean up trucker poop, would you? You're a trucker. You'd understand it, right? Alright. Well, Geki over here with his 3 head, not even having a full 4 head. Come on, brain. Think of thing. Gotta have some kind of story. Come on, man.
If anybody honestly wants to see some weird shit, literally at about, well, since it's 5 for me, do about another 5 hours and walk outside and just look up at the stars and see the weird shit. That thing should
Arizona
not be
in the
moving
desert
like that.
at night. There's crap that makes your soul shiver. Alright. So,
Yep.
Spartan. Alright. I'm gonna love saying that because I've always wanted to be like Spartan. I gotta start practicing my Master Chief voice again. Because I'm super into like Halo. I've got like 560 something of the 700 achievements for the Master Chief collection. Yeah, Spartan. If you want to, get like a notepad or like Microsoft Word, write up stories of things that have happened to you. I actually have a horror channel that I plan to start narrating stuff on. I haven't done anything with it yet, but I want to read off like creepy stories and stuff. There's actually a channel in our Discord called Spoopy. I know, creative. Where you can like you're limited by the amount of characters that you can post in Discord, but if you write it in Notepad or in WordPad or whatever, you can just put the file in there and I can just read it that way. But yeah, I would love to hear some creepy trucker stories. Like, I love trucker stories, and then I want to like narrate it on YouTube. And then if you ever want to tell somebody about it, you can be like, actually, here, I don't even need to tell you. You just play the video, be like, that was my story. And I'll just say like who it's submitted by, and you know, I'd obviously let you know when it goes live. I'd just be like, hey, I used your story. Here you go. Here's the link. You know. Yeah, I would love to hear some like creepy trucker stories. No, thank you. Living them was bad enough. All right, fair. Well, if you ever change your mind, all right, I'm always willing to narrate stuff because that is just, number one, it's free content for me, but number two, it allows you to get your story out there and heard. I'll just pretend that didn't happen. Fair enough. But yeah, Bucket, you were saying about going outside after 5 p.m.
Oh yeah, just go outside after about 11 o'clock at night, wherever the hell you are, it doesn't matter. Just stare up at the sky and see all the weird shit that should not be acting that way.
I mean, you also live near an air base, though.
I live near an abandoned one and an actual one.
Well, yeah, so of course there's gonna be weird shit in the sky for you. Closest thing to me is an airport.
It was way off, away from both of those things. It was at least 300 or 400 miles away.
Yeah, but in a plane, that's not too far. So if they're testing shit, they'll do that. Oh my god, is that Burn? Bro, how you been, homie? I don't even remember the last time that we hung out. Holy shit. How have you been, dude? Oh man, everybody's stopping by today. This is a good day. Been good. How about you? Honestly, I've been pretty shitty. But I'm alive. I've got a fractured wrist right now. It's pretty funny. I'm trying to quit smoking. I'm seeing a really cute girl. Because my ex and I broke up, and yeah, it wasn't the greatest situation. Still trying to be friends, so that's the thing. Yeah, but I've been having a tough few months, but I'm alive, and I'm looking forward to a better day every day. You know, gotta move forward, learn from my motherfucker. Quit going into the microphone. But yeah, I've been having a tough time, but you know, I gotta stay positive and move forward. You know. But yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm trying not to have a coughing fit on your damn stream.
press the mute button, bitch.
Sometimes it sneaks up on me.
Uh-huh.
Can't really react all that fast.
Set a hotkey. I see. Oof. Yeah. Well, it is what it is, right? I can't change it, and I can only try and make the best from it. So that's what we're doing. But yeah, man. We gotta hang out sometime. I don't really play VR chat anymore, but if you ever want to like chill and like play a game, or if you want to want me to hop in VR chat or something, I think you have me on Discord. You're more than welcome to message me whenever's, and we can go chill. It'll be fun. Yeah. So we can still chill. Like it's been too long, man. It's been too long.
Shit, I got nothing, bro. What the fuck?
Yeki, you haven't even hard shit. The fuck?
What?
You haven't
Oh,
even
fuck.
hard shit?
No.
This man hasn't even heard of any spooky, scary stories from anyone he knows. Doesn't even have any scary stories of like falling off a building he was building, you know? Okay, I work nights, so I'm active later in the day still. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, look, we, streams are always 7 until 10, Eastern Standard Time. So, and that is Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. 80,000 pounds, and the entire truck shakes like when you're on waterbed and somebody else's jumps into it. No damage to the truck, but all the rocks on the passenger side of the truck were compressed into the ground like somebody used one of those giant rolls in it. Alright, that'll be freaky as hell. Hell no. I don't need some some weird other monster thing that's like roly-polying, just shaking the damn truck. Fuck that. No siree. Oh, my Wi-Fi is doing some weird shit, so I'm sorry if I cut out. Yeah. It's doing some weird stuff, but I think we're okay.
Yeah,
Stream
you're
still looks to be
alive.
running. Yeah, I was gonna say stream still looks to be running because my bot account is still watching, so. But yeah, it does look like there's some shit going on with it. No boom, no sounds, just a sudden shudder. Alright, Spartan, I gotta know. Have you ever seen anything like a dog man or Bigfoot or anything like that? Because like that shit interests me. Actually, Cute Witch Girl and I are planning in the summer to go and visit some like ghost towns, and one of those ghost towns is actually known, not known, but like it's literally like it's like damn near impossible to get to now. Like the road is so overgrown, but it's in an area where a Bigfoot sighting was back in July of 2020, right? So this same year. The last sighting in Ontario was in 2016. So that's only like a half a year ago. So by this time it'll be a year when we go, right? Though it'd probably be smarter to go about like mid-spring before like the leaves start growing, because then you can see like good visibility like in winter, but like you're not freezing in the cold, and you can see where you're stepping to try and make less noise, because you can see further that way. And we'll like bring cameras and shit, obviously, so we can like, if there's anything that we see, we'll just start recording right away. But I just want to like get some like cool photos and, you know, just explore. Like there's like this awesome lake that we want to stop by on the way. Just go and visit ghost towns. It'd be fun.
I can tell you a lot about Bigfoot shit.
Now you have my erection. Alright, I
Whenever
looked
you're out
outside
there
it.
and everything, listen for clicking rocks. That's
Oh, yeah,
how they
yeah,
actually
yeah.
communicate.
Oh, I know everything about the Bigfoot shit, man. Bigfoot is one of the few things I'm actually terrified of, but I'm so interested in finding out about, you know. I looked outside and pitch black was like, nope. I mean, fair. Forgot you were in Canada. Bigfoot is too common in the States. I mean, there's more sightings in Canada than there is in the States, believe it or not, actually. You gotta remember the majority. Yeah, I was gonna say the majority of our country is actually like wilderness. Like most of our cities are all right along the border to the States. You know why? It's warmer there. Only thing I've seen is 2 yellow cat-like eyes off the side in the desert. They followed the truck for about half hour at 65 miles per hour. Fuck that, man. That's like 120 clicks. Hell no. What the fuck? Hell no. Alright, so Geki, you said a thing. Was it like you thought of something?
Yes.
In general, it's overhyped here. Okay, everyone, it's story time with Geki.
Was like, I don't remember how the fuck it. Well, not really. It was in where my grandparents live. Like me and my brother, I think my sister too. I'm not sure. We found like an abandoned.
What?
Stop breathing in the mic.
Found an abandoned like abandoned building. Where apparently, from what I heard, from like what people say, the old people say, there was there was some kind of gold or something like that, and from what I remember, you could hear voices. Of I'm so trying to hold on.
He's just like reading a creepypasta and trying to summarize it in a way that makes it sound like he's doing it. Like,
I'm not. I got nothing. All I have is the Discord and your stream in the background. That's all I have.
Scary crap is of things that are never answered, right? Alright, so Geki. Abandoned place, hearing voices. Were they like children's voices? Women? Men?
They're like.
Oh, hold up, my internet. Oh shit.
Adult.
Hold up, my internet. Oh no. Oh no. What the fuck's happening?
I think they're arguing about something. Oh no.
Hold up, my internet. My internet. Oh no. I think we're still live, but
You are.
Yeah. Okay.
Still live.
Yeah, I literally saw it drop down to like 100 kilobytes a second. I'm like, it's supposed to be around 3,000. Okay, so I asked you what voices they were, and then you became a robot because of my internet. So
You
sorry
said
about
they
that.
were adult.
They were adult.
Yeah, they were arguing about the money, something
Shit.
like that. Yeah.
Is there more to it, or is that just the creepiness? Or is that only hearing some people yelling about money? It's pretty frightening.
Out in the
About
middle
it,
of nowhere.
remember.
Just give me the money, Lebowski.
Oh god. Put the money on the bag. Oh boy. Alright, so Bucket, you said that you've got shit about Bigfoot though. Like, have you ever seen any Bigfoot type things? Because I mean, if you've seen a cockroach person.
I've seen their eyes.
Oh my god, this is my life. I need this shit. I wanna, you know what? If I had the ability to, and I could afford to, I would just become like a Bigfoot streamer. I would just like have a backpack that gave me internet, and it would have like a bunch of like pill, like whatever I could do for like batteries type shit, whatever, right? And then I'd have like a GoPro on my shoulder, and then I'd have one on my head, and then I'd have one on my other shoulder facing a different way, and then I'd be like, it's adventure time, and we're gonna try and find a Bigfoot.
Have like 13 GoPros attached to you and shit.
Nah, it's too hard to try and manage all that on one screen if you have if more than three. But like, you can have like one that's on your head, and then you can have that kind of like a 4:3 ratio. Actually, no, that one you'd probably want to have as like a 16:9, and then you could have that as like your main one, and then you could have like the other two as like 4:3 ratio off to the side of it. I mean, obviously that wouldn't perfectly work, but you know what I'm trying to say. You know, you want like a broad thing.
Oh yeah, I can tell you out in the wilderness and everything like that if that is a supposed Bigfoot thing where he kind of like blocked off the path kind of a thing, but they don't actually block off the path. They give you a warning. It's like, oh, here's the path.
Yeah, tree
Broken fucking
breaks.
stick.
Yeah, and what direction they're facing is which way you're allowed to go type thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The scariest story is when he took a girl back to his place and realized she was bigger than him.
Oh,
You know
God.
what? That's a pleasant surprise.
That's like a really bad freaking trip to the Philippines right there.
Oh my god. All right, that's enough of that. I don't need to get banned before I'm actually, you know, multi-streaming. God damn it.
Like my PFP says, joke's on you. I'm into that shit.
Exactly. Oh man. Joke's on you. I'm into that shit. Oh man. But yeah, so like you've seen stuff though, man. Like that's. Have you? And
That's
you've
all
actually
I got,
seen.
actually.
See, I think it'd be pretty neat to go out camping in grounds where you know that there's supposed to be Bigfoot, right? And so long as you're able to stay calm the whole time, right? And obviously if you're smart enough to avoid bears. But if you're able to cook something, right? And if you hear something that's just kind of like chilling, right? Right? But it's not a bear, right? Because with bears, you just turn and be like, all right, bitch, click, click, time to shoot, you know? And you scare them off. But if you're just kind of chilling there and like, you know, there's a Bigfoot. And you just like have paper plates or whatever, right? You just like, you take your food and you walk over to, not its exact spot, but you walk towards the tree line, like a little ways away from it, right? Like not like anywhere near, but a little bit ways away. And you place your plate down on the ground by the tree line and you just walk back to where you were and just make yourself another plate. And then that's how you befriend a Bigfoot. That's what I'm thinking, at least. If a motherfucker gave me food, I'd be like, I'm their friend. All right, that's how it works. I'll be your friend if you give me food. And if you're out in the woods at night and you're camping, right? You know there's bears nearby. But if a Bigfoot will defend you, that's a good friend.
This might seem very, very stupid and kind of like off the damn wall, but Bigfoots, they're actually not native to Earth. They're an actual alien. But thing is the reason why they are called the protectors of the forest was literally because their entire civilization got so technologically advanced they killed their world.
See, I've heard that theory before. That's actually like a neat one, though it could be a hominid. So thank you for dinner, Mom. My mom brought me food.
Nice.
So that is one of the theories about them, right? Like, there is also the chance that they are just a primate, you know? Like, it's entirely possible that they are just a primate because think about back in the 80s. Everyone was saying that there's no cougars in North America because it would cause puma panic. It would terrify people knowing that there are giant, like pretty much lions, right? As what Americans would call it, right? In their backyard, right? Mountain lions, cougars, whatever, right? And then they hired someone to prove that they aren't there. And then within 2 days, he proved that they were there. So I don't think he ever got paid. But everyone kind of freaked out for a little bit. And then they were like, oh, okay. But if you were told that there is a monkey, a really big monkey that is as smart as you, if not, you know, a little bit smarter, but doesn't use technology, you know, because it just learned how to live off the land in your backyard, that would be terrifying. Right?
Not
So
really.
if the government wants to cover it up, you know, that would be, if one day they're just like, oh yeah, Bigfoot's real. Like, I'm waiting for the day that like they're trying to take Trump out of office, right? And he just starts on Twitter, he starts spewing out all the secrets, and just amongst all of those, it says Bigfoot is real. I'll be like, wait a minute. That would be kind of funny. But no, like, I would like to believe that it's probably just a primate. Like, there is always a chance that it's supernatural. There is a chance that it's an alien. There is like so many different things it could be, right? But it's also just as likely that it's just another type of primate, because like the gorilla, you know, like the lowland mountain gorilla or whatever, It wasn't discovered until like what, like the 1920s or some shit. And like we never found any of its bones or any of its excrement or anything like that. And then,
Yes, because nature takes care of itself. A body in nature, a dead
but
body,
then,
is
but
not
then we
around for
discovered
more
them,
than weeks.
right? So it would be pretty much the same concept, right?
Yeah.
Chupacabra beats Bigfoot for scary every time. I mean, well, Bigfoot is just kind of like a dude that's just kind of like, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you if you come inside my territory. All right, but like Chupacabra is like, I'm gonna go drink your cat. You know, like I'm not right with that. I've gone
Yoshi
camping.
first retorted the monkey. Oh god.
Yeah. I've gone camping a lot, and going around at night alone to like use the bathroom is always sketchy, regardless of Bigfoot. See, I'm not even just afraid of Bigfoot. Maybe there's like skinwalkers, or flesh gates, or goatman, or wendigos. Like there's so much shit. And I'm like, ah! Or even just like straight up cougars, bears. You know, like
Ah, yes, the Wendigo, aka cannibalistic miner.
Technology-based life forms tend to lose hair because technology supports life forms to survive in greater number than actual wilderness evolved life forms. Exactly. The OG who first reverted to monkey, Bigfoot. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna need you guys to talk a little bit because this is like the first thing I'm actually eating today. I've had like 2 pieces of toast. So, Bucket, tell us some more
Okay,
redneck
then
shit.
allow me to just
Spooky redneck.
spread my stupid. Okay. Let me think. There's a lot to go back on. Okay. Already covered the cockroach thing. Already covered the Hat Man thing.
Well, do you have any more information about the cockroach thing?
Oh no, no. Literally, I just saw the thing just climb up a fucking 90-degree wall like it was just nothing. There was no handholds or nothing. It was just all the way up the thing.
That is no bueno.
Yeah. And I'm seeing this damn thing going, maybe we should leave. Hey, did you bring a gun? No, we're fishing. I didn't bring my gun. Fuck! Then we just left.
Supernatural TV series, The Lady in Wait. I don't watch the TV show Supernatural. I know a lot of people enjoy it. I'm sure the character development and the story is great and all. But it gets a lot of actual supernatural shit wrong. So I don't like it for that. So I just never got into it.
Hey, there's something that's good news to everybody. If you have an airsoft gun and a ghost problem, go ahead and shoot a blank at the damn thing. It disappears for 3 months.
What?
Yep. If you have a ghost and you shoot it with an airsoft gun, when there's no bullet in the damn thing, it'll disappear for 3 months.
Is this
But it
from
will come back
personal
stronger.
experience?
Yes.
Maybe that one's
I
just
heard
afraid
it,
of
tried
airsoft
it.
guns.
I've done it a lot, and they always come back like 3 months later. A little bit pissed off, but they come back.
Huh. Also, my internet's being kind of fucky-wucky again, but we do seem to be okay at the moment. I just saw it drop down. So, is in the first season? I don't know. Like, I tried watching it, and I was like, I don't like this. And I've seen it from, like, various different seasons throughout, like, you know, over time. And I was just kind of like, it's not for me. I don't know
Hey,
about that, Chief.
I know you don't
Yeah.
like it and all that stuff, but I've liked it, and I've seen all.
Oh no, it's definitely
13.
probably a good story and like character development and everything and all that. But the fact that some of the
yeah.
supernatural stuff is inaccurate, that's what bothers me. And I like accuracy.
But I will
takes
say
me
this
out of
about
it.
the whole Supernatural series. Crowley did go out like a fucking badass.
I don't know. I don't know anything about that or who that is, so. Oh boy, oh boy. Well, Geki, do you have anything else that you would like to tell? Do you know of any like stories or legends or anything that you've heard over the years that have caught your attention, even if they aren't yours? He's like, oh, sorry, SA, I'm just sitting here looking at hentai. What's up?
Actually eating right now.
You're what?
Oh, great.
I'm
the stream-
eating.
So the
Oh, okay,
stream's
fair.
all up to me. Oh,
Yeah, I was
look
gonna
out,
say, because I'm
Trash
eating
Stream.
too. Oh, shit.
Oh, look out, Trash Stream. You in for it now. It's Bucket's
Oh, no.
time to fucking play.
Oh, God, just don't say anything that'll get me banned.
Nah, I know the Twitch TOS, unlike most.
I mean, it just changed, so good luck.
Oh, Yeah, you just can't say 2 damn words that I'm not even gonna iterate. So there you
It's
go.
actually 3 of them.
Yeah,
I-
it's 3.
Those 3 words I never used because I always thought they were stupid, anyways.
Yep.
One of them is squirrels in my pants. What's the other 2? I forgot.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Oh well.
Have you looked
And,
into the legitimate story of Haunting of Connecticut? I feel like that's ringing a bell. Also, welcome to the stream, Toxic. Toxic, do you have any stories? I know that you don't live too far from me, so maybe I can like get you to like, I'll record you telling a story at some point, and then I'll write it all out. That way I can narrate it for my YouTube channel if you have any spooky scary. Because you seem like the type that's into witchy shit too. For reference, Toxic is like a goth girl. Really pretty one at that. It's actually super creepy. Oh, okay. You can eliminate a ghost permanently if you have the balls to force it into a concord of wills. All you need is a sharp object and draw blood, forcing a connection between the spirit and the physical and blood. Ah, weird.
You can
I would
also
just be
tra-
like, hey, yo,
yeah.
bitch, this is my house. Time for you to leave.
Yeah, you can also trap possessed things in a block of concrete.
Or you just like, you know, there's various different ways you could, do you have a Discord group? There, !Discord if you want to join the Discord. But we're currently in the streaming channel that only certain people are able to join. I mean, you're welcome to join if you want. I'll just need to like add you to the thing. Cutting in and out of Too Bad to Watch. We'll have to talk about it another time. You having internet problems too? I swear our area just has bad internet.
Me and my horrible spelling.
You missed the letter C.
Yeah. Huh? Is my C key not working?
Well, I guess no C for you.
Oh well.
I got
there,
it.
now
I
it
got
works.
it.
All right, thanks, Geki.
Yeah, now it decides to work after I freaking beat on it for like 10 times.
Yeah, Burn, if you want to join the call, you're more than welcome to. Once you join in, I'll give you the role that'll let you. This stew is really hot. It's almost like it just came right off the stove. Oh boy.
I also found out something as well about me. You ever heard of those people that are called guardians?
Depends on what you're referencing with that.
Kind of half-ass alien bullshit, but not really, and it only activates in certain situations.
No, I don't know anything about that. Also, Burn,
Well,
you've got the role, so you can join streaming if you feel like it.
This might sound stupid or anything like that, and if anybody decides to quote
I
me
mean,
on
it's
it,
coming
yes,
from you,
I did
so.
get abducted. I've actually gotten abducted before.
You're in the server? Yeah, I gave you the role that lets you join the streaming channel. It's in voice channels. It's the top one. It's called Stream Friendly. Hey,
There he
there's
is.
my boy.
Hello.
Hello, brother. Do you have spooky, scary stories?
Nah.
Do not have many spooky, scary stories.
Wait, you don't have any, or you do have many?
I don't have many.
But you have some, and that's better than none. So let's hear Bucket talk about his weird Guardians thing, and then we'll get into that.
I found out that I was a guardian one time. What happened was I actually got abducted, and I woke
Leave
up
it to
on
the
table.
fucking redneck to get abducted.
Hey, and I actually got abducted and everything, and I woke up on a damn table, and I saw myself outside of the window, and it was literally me. I literally looked at my own body and was like, all right, now I gotta do something. And literally walked in, both of my arms just fucking lit up fucking straight blue. And I was just able to fucking rip through the entire freaking thing, beat the shit out of the things, and somehow fucking get my ass back down there. I remember going through the window. I didn't break through anything. I just phased through the fucking thing and cocked my right hand back. And the only thing I remember is just this flash of fucking white. And then I'm back on my bed.
You need to stop taking those drugs.
The only thing that I've ever taken in my entire life is weed. And I high-fived a dude that had his hand.
Well, whoever gave you that weed, never buy from them again.
I did.
Yeah, they coded that shit.
Yeah, that was. That's what
The
happens
funny
when
thing
you
was,
try
I
out
thought
this thing called acid. No.
Funny thing was, I actually thought it was some strange shit that I actually smoked or whatever and everything.
This is
And
the
then it
true
happened 4
Pineapple
months
Express.
Then it happened 4 months later. Same
Alright.
goddamn thing. I wasn't able to remember much of that entire situation ever again. And then once I actually started looking up on it, you start to see I typed up the whole thing. It's like vague ass bullshit, and then it's like, "Are you a guardian?" I was like, "What the fuck is a guardian? What the hell?" And I was like,
You know
"Oh
what?
shit, I am one."
I'm so inclined to not believe you, and that's what makes me believe you. Because who would believe the redneck telling this story? You know what I mean? Like, who would believe? And that's what makes me believe that you're telling the truth. Because you've never lied to me before.
I don't lie.
So I'm just sitting here like, the redneck motherfucker is the one that got abducted by aliens. Which makes me more inclined to believe him, because it's always them that happens to, because no one would believe them. So it's like, ah, shit, it's gotta be true.
I'm not actually a redneck. I was raised redneck. I'm living in the fucking city.
I was gonna say, I'm a city folk too, but I'm also redneck as all hell. Alright, so I'm gonna read what Spartan has to say, and then we'll get Burn to tell a couple stories if he's got more than one. Alright, so slicing along.
They said in there.
I'm about to read it. I haven't read it yet. So slicing along the lifelines upon your palm and then forcing your will through your hand and making contact with the spirit will result in either you being destroyed or the spirit being destroyed. I don't recommend it though, as it's basically using a nuke on what amounts to a neighborhood squirrel. I just want to point out that the reason we might not have been contacted by aliens is because they think all humans are like rednecks.
No, you got to think of the whole.
Yeah, no,
thing.
that's a good point.
You got to think of it like this: the entire population is already wanting the whole fact of aliens.
They're like, why is this one have? Why has this one got the genetics of siblings above it? What the hell? No.
You know, another thing about that is I took astronomy in high school, and we talked about the possibility of alien life and just different things like that. And one of the things that we discussed is the fact that radio waves travel off our planet out into space. So imagine if something is intelligent and able to decipher them. There's so much war and conflict for 100 so years of just fighting. Who would want to visit our species if we just kill each other all the time?
I mean,
As
you'd
with
see
the
them as like
radio
warriors and treat them as slaves. I mean, that would be one
yeah,
reason.
with the radio waves. And
That's like the
everything, I
whole
believe,
story of Predator, isn't it?
Kind of.
No, they just hunt us for sport because we're like one of the best adversaries.
No, but like the whole Predator and alien thing, they would hunt aliens and they would use us for it. But then they would allow occasional humans to become just the prey, because they were the harder thing to battle sometimes, because we could outthink what aliens could do.
That whole Predator and alien thing is actually a reality too.
All right, now you're losing me.
Because
Because I watched those movies, all right? I know that there's not a giant fucking pyramid under the Antarctic shelf or whatever that has ancient, you know, like xenomorphs in it. Like,
none of that stupid bullshit. But the whole thing is Predators actually did create the aliens, as they wanted something to hunt. The problem was they just got way out of control.
I mean, that's no different than us breeding
didn't create
animals
them.
for like dog fights and shit.
They were created by a robot. Watch the story, bro.
No, he means like the breeding of them, not creating, but like the ones that they created.
Oh, the ones on Earth?
Because think about it, they
were bred
selectively
for
bred them with
sport.
animals on Earth, right? And then they found like the best ones are from humans.
No, well,
So-
not really.
Well, I mean, I would want to fuck with an alien elephant, but I mean, apparently the alien human, yeah, like the xenomorph aliens were, or xenomorph humans were the smartest of them, apparently. Because if they, like a xenomorph can go on a dog, and it is as smart as a dog.
Oh yeah,
pretty much.
there is one. There's a runner one, and then
Yeah, I
there's
know,
like
that's
a
what I'm
weird
saying.
ox one in a version.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're as smart as the animal that they come from. It's just slightly more intelligent. Or at least that was the original story. I think now they're a hive mind or some shit, aren't they?
They've been a hive mind.
Yeah, the thing is, the predators actually did create the aliens just because they needed something to hunt. They already hunted the insectoids to damn near extinction, anyways.
Whatever,
Didn't he
doesn't
create
matter.
them?
All right, I
Didn't
want to
he
hear Burn
replace-
stories.
I only
Oh.
have one actual story, and it was like so we're sitting in the living room during a storm watching TV, and something hits the house like hard, and you hear it go up, over the top, across the roof, and it's gone. And it was like heavy, and it hit hard, and we have no idea what it was because there was no branches, no nothing in the area, because it was our house, the garage, and then next to us was the neighbor's house, and their garage was like offset a bit, so it was like this area where like something would have landed and would have stayed there because it would have blown into a fence, it would have blown into the neighbor's house, their fence, their garage. There was nothing there. We had no idea what it was, and it was loud. Like while watching TV, we heard it loud as day. I have no idea what it was.
Maybe it's just someone's trampoline caught wind. No, but no, that would be fucking creepy.
I think it was loud enough. My mom went outside to look around to see what it was, see if there was like a branch that fallen on the house. There was nothing.
It turns out it was actually just like a Wendigo, and it was like, I'm running through the rain. It just like
I
tripped.
don't know if it was raining yet. It was just bad wind, like strong winds. So that's why we're like, oh, it's probably just a branch or something. There was nothing out there. It was weird.
Hmm. Spartan, I
Where's
have no
the,
idea what the fuck you're trying to say. We're talking about xenomorphs and their face huggers, not actually like getting with it. What the fuck?
Yeah, humans with the elephant.
I mean, I'm
mouth.
sure that there's somebody that's into xenomorphs. Like I've been on Fur Affinity before, but like that's not the point of what we were talking about. Y'all whack. Oh my god, this food's so good. All right, you guys got more stories? Hmm.
I sadly
Geki
haven't done much with that.
wasting his points. This motherfucker. Somehow though, and I don't know how, you wasting your points just reminded me to drink my energy drink. I don't know. You said, and I quote, I wouldn't want to fuck with an alien elephant. I mean,
Yeah, he doesn't want to fight with it, man.
yeah, why would you? That's those them big motherfuckers, man. I wouldn't want to fuck with that. I didn't say I want to fuck it. I said I don't want to fuck with it. I mean, I don't want to fuck it either, but like I don't want to fuck with it. Come on, homie. Get your shit straight. You ain't never heard somebody say like, instead of saying mess, they say fuck? Come on, bro. I don't want to tango with it. You know, like, it be what it be. Somebody talk, I'm eating food.
I don't talk about. I sadly don't have too many of these stories like that. Was really the only interesting one.
Well,
I'm
shit.
camping a lot and I haven't really experienced anything other than it's like some dogs in the distance barking and like things in the woods nearby when I was inside of a bathroom. That was it.
Have you ever had any like scary shit happen that wasn't supernatural, but like just like kind of freaky out in the woods?
I almost got lost once
How does that story go?
on a trail. We're camping. Me and a friend are like out and about. It's a new campsite. We're like new to it. We haven't been there for very long, and we went to go to a direction for something. I don't remember what. And we're out there, and we're like, we see someone come walking down from away. And she's like, "Oh, is that the way to get to camp?" They're like, "Yeah, it's that way." So we just walked down that way for a while. That was not the way to get to camp.
Oh no.
I don't know where he came from or what he was doing, but we just walked down this trail. It was not the right direction. So after a while, we just turned around and walked back, so we weren't like lost. But it was odd because it was quiet. No one else was out and around.
Yeah, I don't know if I would too. That wouldn't be fun. Like, I wouldn't want to get lost in the woods somewhere that I don't know where I am. Mind you, that's pretty much exactly what I'm gonna be doing in the summer. So when we go to those like ghost towns and shit. Though I've got a really good like sense of direction normally. So, in theory, I should be good. But that's provided that her and I don't get separated when we're out in the woods. Because if that happens, then you gotta find someone in the woods, and then you can lose track of where you are because you're walking more than you anticipated. And it's like, god damn. But I think we'll be smart about it. We'll probably both have a compass, and both have a map, and well, I guess you don't really need a map with where we're going. You just need a compass, and then as long as we are smart enough to like bring some form of rations with us just in case, kind of thing. I mean, that's just called snacks, adventure snacks, but
Adventure
rations.
snacks.
Yeah, like I don't know. I want to eventually like do like urban exploring and shit like that too, but I want to have like proper like kits and everything is set up, and like proper outfits and things that will actually help. Like you need to have like gloves that say you go and you grab up onto like a roof or some shit, but there was like a nail. You want to have gloves that are like thick enough that the nail won't go right through immediately and you'll feel it, or you want like thick boots that are actually comfortable.
Yeah.
Probably steel toe. You want to make sure that you've got at least some form of crowbar on your bag. You want to have like granola bars and protein bars and like water in your backpack, because even if you are just going into a house, right, it's possible you fall through the floor and there's no stairs, right? And obviously I want to have like proper like rope and everything with everyone too, but just in case, if you can't get out, you have food, right? You can survive while
What
like
is
the
Halo
others go
talking
for.
about? That's interesting.
Here's a question for you guys to chew on. Is a near death, like dying or getting right to the edge of being dead, just the brain's neurons firing randomly in an attempt to survive? Or do you think it's more? Well, as someone who has been legally dead, because heart attacks and shit, you don't see all of that. That is more of just, or I didn't see all of that. It was more of like everything just kind of turned off. You don't feel anything. Like it was, you don't feel happiness, but you don't feel sad. You don't feel pain. It's blissful because you don't feel anything. And then, when you come back, well, everyone, usually when you're in that state, everyone's like saying like, oh, I love you, please come back. Well, love and anger are actually the same chemical reaction in your brain. It's just how you react to it. And that's why most people, when they come back, like they're like aggressive and trying to rip stuff out of them and whatnot. Because it's literally the same chemical in the brain. Anger is more easy to use as a human. It's an instinct thing. So, because instinctually you'll fight, love is instinct, but you'll fight to defend yourself, right? Loving you can handle without needing. But no, for me, I've kind of conked out quite a few times. You just don't, you get a ringing in your ears for the rest of your life. But no, I didn't really see anything. Everything just kind of turned off. And I was like, huh, it's just blackness. Neat.
Yeah. You get to that point, and then you can actually see the other side, which is not as a good thing. It's not a good thing.
I mean, there was no other side. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, for me, I didn't see no other side. It was just, there was nothing. And it was nice. It was blissful. You don't feel pain. You don't feel anger. You don't feel happiness. You don't feel, like, joy. You just don't feel anything. And it's relaxing.
You're not even bored.
So,
you're just there.
Yeah. It's just kind of nothingness. That was what I experienced. And I've experienced it multiple times. So. I mean, everyone's different, right? Like, you don't know what actual death is until you're actually dead. That's just what I experienced.
Yeah.
Here I am still alive, technically, right? Cute witch girl, she's actually, she had a heart surgery when she was younger. And she was on ice for, I think it was like 7 hours. Like, just dead. And she came back. So, but she said, yeah, she's had ringing in her ears ever since she was a kid when that happened. Talking about how the low ringing solid tone. So it's sort of like when you like have like a flashbang or something like that in a video game and it has that really loud pitch thing. It's like that, but like quite a few octaves lower and not as loud, and it's just always there. Or like when you hear like a TV whining, it's like that high pitch frequency, but it's just like kind of there at all times at like a lower tone. But yeah, like I got that for the rest of my life. I've had that since it happened the first time, and she said she's had it too. It's like tinnitus. I actually developed a minor tinnitus when I worked in a Canadian Tire or whatever as one of the like introductory mechanics. So obviously I got lucky. My minor tinnitus went away because I started taking care of my ears. And I started wearing like, ear like head cover, whatever the fuck, right? Like, I want to make sure my ears didn't go black because I like hearing things, and that's my main sense. So it's sort of like that ringing, but that's like high pitched. This is like low pitched. Like it's still a high frequency, but it's like it. Yeah. I don't know how to explain it. It's like
an electronic thing, but it's not as high as an octave.
Yeah. But it's there. Or like how you get like that random ringing in your ears for no reason. It's sort of like that. Yeah. Oh, also, if you want to know how to get rid of that in your ears, just that random ringing in your ear, and you're like, fuck, why I have like, I'm covering my head, there's no noise, and I'm still hearing this. The way that you get rid of that is you put like a finger in your ear and vibrate it really quickly along the edge of it, because it's the little, like, they're pretty much hairs. They're not really hairs, they're actually bones, but like, are picking up frequencies that aren't actually there because they're trying to create their own for some reason. But if you do like really quick movement of your hand, it creates like a sort of like a suction on it and moves them around, then it just accepts normal sound.
Like push my hand against my ear a little bit, and it just fixes itself.
Oh, you pop your ear. That's what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost. I mean that works too. Yeah, that's the same kind of concept. This is just take your pinky and just kind of blah, 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 really quick. You talk about the ring. So I never connected the ring with that. Makes sense. Yep. Most people that have been considered dead will tell you that they hear a ringing in their ears ever since.
So that explains why I hear a ringing in my ears all the damn time. I knew I wasn't supposed to be here.
No, that's just pissing off your mama. That's just shouting.
Oh no, she can't do much hollering right now. She's too fucking sick. She'll screw herself up at the moment.
I was making a joke, homie. This stew is so good.
What kind of stew?
It's got like potatoes. It's got beef. Got corn, peas, onion, celery. It's all in like a beef broth. And I think there's something else in here too. Carrots. It's pretty damn good.
Basically, just shove everything that would be in a soup into it. Boom.
It's a stew, not a soup, bitch.
The only difference is it's thicker.
If my neck didn't keep breaking, you would see I'm giving you a look.
No, trust me.
Is cereal a soup or a salad?
Oh, you know what's funny about you giving me that look? I wouldn't pay attention anyways. I'm kind of looking at porn right now.
Wow. This man's... He's like, you know what's more important than trash? Fucking titties.
Hey, you can understand that.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I would greatly put them above me any day.
Man has a point.
You speak after like 20 minutes. What have you been doing? Watching hentai?
Eating food.
Your episode
man.
done?
Leave the poor man alone. Leave the poor man alone.
No, you should see some of the shit Geki sends me on Instagram. I'm like, bro, dude, I'm starting to think Geki might have a thing for me because a lot of it's like kiss the homies goodnight, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Geki, you wanna comment on that?
That just reminds me of that damn meme.
He just says, "Yeah, I want to kiss the homie." It's a good comment.
Funny, okay?
Yeah, it's funny. It just happens every day.
Yeah, I just want to know what you taste like.
Oh my oh. God. Bro, I can't.
Oh my God. Fucker threw me into a coffin fit, you bastard.
Oh my God. Oh. Oh God.
Oh my God.
Why did that whole thing just remind me of the damn meme that's running around on Twitter? Stop sending me photos of black guys kissing. It's turning me on.
What?
Stop sending me videos of black guys kissing. It's turning me on. Stop it.
Okay
That's
then.
the funniest freaking thing I've seen on Twitter. It's so goddamn long. It's funny.
Man, all right, Bucket, send it to me on Twitter.
White dude. Oh, I don't know
Yeah,
if I
yeah.
can.
I don't want to talk about it too much on stream because I don't feel like getting in trouble. Well, even, like if you can find it on like YouTube or some shit, then probably.
Oh, it's not even bad. It's just some dude in a blue bathrobe just saying that shit.
Oh, okay. No, it's just like the whole like, oh, you said a person's race, you're gonna get banned on Twitch.tv. And I'm like, ah, shit. Yeah, just know if I ever do get banned from here, guys, I have a YouTube channel with the exact same name. You can actually just go to youtube.com/trash_mouse__, and you'll go to that. So if I'm banned on here, just know that's where I'm streaming. So literally the same name, but on YouTube. The only difference is
Alright.
the content on there is it's all like tutorial and how-to stuff, but it's like super outdated. One of my videos hit over 1,000 views, and I was like, what?
Ooh.
I was like, bro, that's not even a good one. Like, why aren't you guys watching the good ones? But yeah, I don't know. I was pretty stoked about that. It like dwarfs all the other ones. I'm like, people really need to know that, and I don't even do my audio like that anymore. So, because it's like how to separate audio in OBS, and I'm like, I don't even do that. Like, I changed the way I do it because I use voice meter now. So
Trash message YouTube link.
Hey,
There you
thanks,
go.
homie.
God, that's the thing that I was gonna send him to, wasn't it?
Yep, it looks like it. Stop
Yep.
sending pictures. Yep. Oh man. So we got about 20 minutes left in stream.
God.
Man, I will check that after stream. I've also got like a bunch of memes that Geki sent me that I have to check after stream as well.
Oh God, if any of them are actually stream friendly, just freaking make a meme stream.
No,
Fuck it.
no sirree.
Oh, they're not stream friendly.
No, next to
None
none
of
of what
them
he
are.
sends me. Yeah, next to nothing he sends me is dumpster fires draw more attention than elegant sculptures. So funny thing, I actually used to host a talk show called the Sunday Dumpster Fire.
You still doing that thing actually?
No, hell no. I stopped doing that like years ago. But that was like a thing that was like a mental health type talk show where people would come in
That's
and
where
chat.
I met you.
Yeah, actually, it was. Yeah, because I started changing up the thing of it, and we'd go around, we'd interview people in VR chat, and then you and I started talking about stuff. Yeah, we were in the Near Automata world, and you were a tiny wolf boy, or no, wolf girl. Sorry.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, the
little
black and
Molly
green
thing.
one, right?
Was it? I think it was.
See, that's
Yeah.
it's funny because like you're one of the few people I actually remember the exact moment that I met them. Like I don't remember the fucking
Oh,
first time I met Bucket. I just
special.
remember he showed up. Yeah, Bucket just showed up in my chat one day, and then he just stuck, and then they became a mod.
That's usually how it always happens, though.
Yeah,
I
and then
vibe
Geki.
too hard, shit
I think the
just-
first day I met Geki, he like he like donated $500 and made me cry like a bitch.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I did. I
Yeah,
did.
that was the first day I met him.
I,
And then
I
that
told
was
you to
after
watch
he
out for him.
donated 50 subs as well.
Yeah, I told you to watch out for the dude. I warned you about him. Then he goes and
Yeah.
does this shit like 10 minutes later. I'm just like, I told you.
Yeah, fuck. TSB also apparently disbanded, eh?
Oh yeah, the Stream Breakers did this.
Yeah, that was a while ago. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really talk to most of those people anymore. Like nothing against them. I just don't because I'm not a part of VR chat, and all of them still do VR chat. So I'm like, all right. Oh yeah, I'm just not gonna. I'm not a part of any of that.
VR now. I got an index. It's nice.
Hey man, you can't play
Nice.
that.
I
game
still
without
don't have.
wrapped up in something.
I'm running a 1050 Ti, so there's no way in hell I could do VR. I'm having a hard enough time having this fake VR thing show up, or I guess this is AR. But you asked why so many people watched your terrible video and not the good one. That would be. Oh no, it's not like it's a bad video. It's just not as good, you know.
No, he's
It's
just saying it's
useful.
because it's the dumpster fire and it draws more attention than the nice sculptures do.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. But like the video is like how to separate your audio in OBS. And since so many people got into streaming this year, I was like, yo, perfect. And then I don't even do that anymore.
Bet.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's why all my shit was like how-to and tutorial shit. And then I was doing so good. It was like 6 weeks. Every Sunday there was a video up. And now it's just like I haven't uploaded since like what, August? I'm like, shit. But I mean, my life kind of went down the shitter. So I think it's fair. So I'm gonna get back into it because like again, I have my main channel, which is like the how-tos, tutorials, and like talking about like, you know, shit that helps with your content, right? And then I've got my Let's Play channel that I plan to start doing, I've been wanting to do that for a while. My current living situation, there's always noise, so I don't have time to record because everyone's, making noise. So I will have noise in the background, which isn't cool. I'm not going to tell everyone to shut up in their own home. So until I can figure something out, and then I have my horror channel, which is going to be like, scary stories and shit. I just need stories to read, and then I need silence for a few hours to be able to record it all. And then I've got my IRL channel, which I have no clue what I'm going to do with it, but it's probably just going to be once I start actually like working on shit, whether it be like if I end up moving and I end up building that forge, that's something I'd want to do on it. I want to build a garage, start doing that, If I want to just make something, yeah, do it on there. If I feel like just doing a vlog, goes on there. It's just the IRL channel. It's whatever the fuck I feel like, right? And then I have the VOD channel, which is just my stream archives. And then there's also all the videos I want to do for like Twitter and TikTok. So like TikTok, I got this idea where I use like this AI that generates stories off of a prompt. Give it a prompt and then just like narrate the whole fucking story that it pops up. All right, cool. Funny little thing to post on TikTok once a week. All right.
Yeah.
And then on Twitter, I want to do like reading funny Pornhub comments or reading funny like app reviews or like cold calling my friends on Discord and then asking them a really uncomfortable question, recording them, and then asking afterwards like, hey, you cool if I end up like using this? Because it'd just be like, all right, so Bucket, I know short notice, I have like this weird wart and it's on my left ass cheek. What should I do? Right? And he'd be like, why the fuck did you call me for this? Like, go see a doctor.
No,
but like, just
I
like some
tell you
weird shit like
go
that.
to a doctor.
Right? Let's
I
have
just
some
tell you straight,
weird
go to a
shit.
doctor and have that shit lanced.
Yeah, but like, just get like people's reactions. Oh no, he gonna
I
cold
can
call people.
spend
Yeah, Crit,
channel
you're on that
points
list.
to
Don't worry.
run an ad.
Yeah. Oh god.
That's evil.
Wait, what?
You can spend channel points to run an ad.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's evil.
I know, right?
I love
Oh,
it.
I did it to him a couple of times. It was like, here, get yourself some money.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, well,
Ah
it's
man, a
good
whole
for-
2
it's good for
cents.
trash, but like everyone else is like trying to enjoy the stream, just gets ads because yes.
Yep. Well, I gotta be heading out. Thanks for the fun chat, but time to start working. All right, take it easy, Spartan. If you're not already following, I would appreciate a follow. If you feel like joining the Discord, if you've got that exclamation Discord in the chat, you can stop on by, hang out with us. We're trying to make the community a little bit more active. It's been kind of inactive for a little while. And then there's also, if you want to like follow me across not all, it's the majority of my social media, exclamation mark links, so you can get to all that. So fun,
Why
fun.
not all of them?
Hey, I didn't screw up the C this time. Yay!
We'll see
Let's
about
go.
that. Yeah, it used to be all my social media, but then I got more shit now, so it's like fuck. So I have to
All my
redo it. It's my
social
streamer
media,
links.
my
It
career.
looks nice. It just doesn't have everything. I need to update some stuff on it. But yeah. Oh boy, oh boy. I've got about 15 minutes before I gotta end stream, and then we will figure out what we want to do for well, actually it's Monday. I think my buddy Ted is probably streaming, so we could probably raid him, but I won't be able to check that until we get closer to that time, because I think he starts right around the time that we end, so we might have to go a few minutes over, who knows, or maybe early. It's whatever. I do appreciate you guys stopping by and hanging out with me for so long too. Like that, it does mean a lot, you guys. Actually, it only means a lot if you guys actually stayed in chat as well and lurked. Because if you didn't, I hate you. No.
Damn, that's harsh.
I lurk on your outs all the time.
I know.
Oh.
Yeah. Crit never actually showed up. He's in chat, but he didn't feel like actually joining us in the voice call. Can't believe this, man. He chose video games over his friendship. I can't believe him.
I'd have
Such
done
a
the
thing.
same thing. I am proud of this man.
I'm stuffing my
What a
face with
real
food.
gamer.
Hey, Geki and I have both been doing that this whole fucking stream. There's no excuse.
The same.
And there's Floyd. That's our true lurker right here. They've been chilling. They're like, yeah, I'm playing video games. I'm hanging. I'm vibing. The good old BB. Wait, is that a Maddie death one? It is. Holy shit. I just like recognized the pink and I was like, wait, is that Maddie? I haven't talked with him in a while either. Wonder how he's doing. I think the last time I talked to him, it was like whiles back, and I heard some people were gonna like try and like ruin his whole career, and then like they tried to get me on it. So I was like, all right, cool. They're like, you can't tell anyone. I'm like, well, I want to hear what you have to say first. I never agreed to say that I wouldn't tell anyone. And then after they told me all the things they were planning to do, I just screenshotted all of it and sent it to them. I was like, hey, yo, that's fucked. I was like, these people trying to ruin you. So I'm just, apparently him and I weren't on good terms at the time. I didn't even remember that, but I guess him and I had a scuffle or some shit. Like we weren't on good terms. And then I didn't remember that. I just was like, yo, that's my boy, you know? Because to me, I don't hold grudges at all. So I didn't remember that we had problems, I guess. But I just like sent him this. I was like, hey, yo, I ain't letting nobody take my boy out like this. And he was like, oh shit.
Ain't nobody gonna do my boy dirty except me.
Yeah, exactly. But nah, like he was like, oh shit, I appreciate you letting me know. And I was like, yeah. And then apparently all that shit came out later on, and he was like, yeah, nah, what the fuck? And like everyone was trying to cause some shit. And then that was like the same week that like another like VR chat streamer was like caught for like faking having COVID and like getting a bunch of donations from people and shit. And I just found it really funny. Yeah, I found it really funny that happened because I didn't like that guy to begin with. I actually have a video up on my YouTube of me making fun of him. It was in a joking manner. But I was like, I'm kind of glad I made that joke now. But it was like, oh fuck, man, like how do you fuck up that bad? Like, why would you do that? Like, why are you such a bad person?
Yeah.
But I always got weird vibes from them whenever I talk with them, so I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna add you to my friends list.
Oh,
Like, you might be bigger than me,
you
but
got that yeah, you
wait,
got
what?
that too. I thought it was
Yeah.
just me feeling
Yeah, that's
strange
why
shit.
if you ever watched any of my streams, I'd be like, oh hey, what's up, right? But I wouldn't add them to my friends list even if we talked for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, nah, I'm good. Why would you want to fake having COVID? Because they wanted medical bill money. They got a bunch of donations, and
See, when you
yeah.
figure out that you can lie to about, I'd want to say about 500 people and get close to $1,000
Yeah.
off that lie, you kind of want to.
I think he got more than that. I'm pretty sure he got more than that.
Oh, I guarantee you he did.
He got
Yeah.
more than that.
Bigger people of VR City, man.
Like hell,
What?
Geki would probably donate more than that. And there's a lot of people on VR chat that are like Geki. So like,
Yeah. There's
like
some
again,
fucking
Geki
whales
dropped
out there.
500 the first day he met me and 50 subs.
50
So it's
subs.
like, yeah, it was like, bro, what? Oh, and then he
there's-
subbed himself as well. So
There's
51
some
subs.
whales out
Yeah.
there.
So I was like, damn, son, what the fuck? Literally had me crying. I'm actually so upset that I had to like delete all my fucking clips off Twitch because that was one of my favorite clips.
Why'd you have to
So-
delete clips?
DMCA shit. I didn't feel like getting a $10,000 fine. Per fucking violation, you know?
I don't know what they all were, but I remember hearing something about it. And then
Yeah, so pretty
some
much copyright
extremely
shit's
being
going.
Like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, well, pretty much we all purged our, like almost every streamer, we purged our, like clips and everything, and like our VODs, that way, you know, we wouldn't get in trouble. Well, it turns out that that was worthless because Twitch kept a back archive of it all, and DMCA shit is still able to like go on those, and it's like, what the fuck? I need to drink some water. Man, my fucking
like how you
voice
say
is starting to hurt.
I like how you say that, and I take the cap off my water bottle right when you
Yeah.
say that. It's like, oh shit, same idea.
But yeah, so pretty much we all, like, a lot of people's history on Twitch got erased, and then it still wasn't enough to protect a lot of us. But we don't have access to it, but like companies do. But it's because Twitch, instead of, you know, following DMCA law shit, they tried to find like some sketchy way around it, which made them break down even more on it, or crack down on it more. And now there's like, you can get charged $10,000 per copyright claim against you.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, I know, right? Rather than just getting my account banned, I get charged, you know, thousands upon thousands of dollars that I don't have. Just because I wanted to play like some like Shania Twain in the background or some shit, you know? Like, or I'm walking through VR chat and then somebody has like a copyright song on their avatar off in the distance because they decided that Bangarang was the thing they needed today, you know? So not only do I get banned from Twitch, I end up getting a few $10,000s of dollars in the hole, and then I'm fucked. So yeah, not alright with that. A lot of people were not alright with it.
I've already got a debt that's about 200 fucking K. Might as well add a couple 10K onto that thing. Fuck it.
What the fuck? How are you so
Hey.
far in the hole?
Dude, college.
Oh, okay, never mind. That makes sense. Wait, how did you go to college?
I did not want to. I was fucking forced into it. I was actually trying to be smarter about the entire situation, but no.
You're like, I can't learn to that. That's too many words. Don't make me go. It's waste of mooner.
Oh no, I told him straight out, it is a waste of money because only 30% of the fucking people that actually do go to college for their prescribed field barely have it.
Yeah,
Really,
I
less than
accidentally went to
30% of
college.
them. Yeah, I didn't want to. I was fucking forced.
Yeah, my parents were like,
you had
oh,
no faith in my man's here. It was like, how did you go to college?
because it's bucket.
Oh, actually, I'm a very intelligent ass person. It's just I don't fucking try.
But was abducted by
Yeah.
aliens.
Hey, I was. Go ahead.
No,
vote.
I was saying, I'm just fucking with you.
I'll even open up my legs. Fucking right there. Take your shot.
You're like, bro, I mean, I might be a redneck. I might be from, like, you know, real fucking south sounding. I'm not. I swear on me mom. But, like, oh, man, the aliens, they wanted my big old 5 head, you know? Like, nah.
They wanted his
Picture of me,
white
dude.
honky
You know I got a
ass.
5 head.
Fucking thick ass forehead. This man's. Why do you think he has a bucket on there and not a hat? Only thing that'll damn fit.
Damn.
That's Tutankhamun looking brain, you know?
Oh, dude, I got like a 4 fucking inch fucking gap on my forehead. Really
Yeah,
do,
this
man. It's
man's-
just eyebrows, fucking top of the skull. There's like 4 inches of nothing.
Okay, calm down, Vegeta.
When he said that, it made me think of just like a 4-inch, just like a raised head, like not just empty space.
Just like Frankenstein's monster. Just like
Time to get
a
big
fucking
brain.
square.
bro's head looked like a thumb, you know? Like,
Time to get big brains. Head swells.
oh,
Dude, brain
shit.
blast.
Oh,
Brain
the
blast,
power.
Jimmy Neutron fucker. Oh my god.
My man out here looking like Jimmy Neutron with a big ass forehead.
Brain blast.
Funny thing is, people
Oh,
did bag on me
fuck.
like that too, and I'm just like, fuck it, I don't care.
You're like, yeah, because I seem that smart. Where's Goddard? You know, like, fucking wiener dog comes out. Yeah, it's my Goddard. Because I got her at the store.
Oh, you just said that.
What?
Oh yes, dad jokes.
Wait. Oh, come on. You got a problem with my dad jokes.
No, they like
Just
give-
call
dad
me
jokes
Pappy.
Give me life and death at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right. You know what?
Redneck-iest ass drunk motherfucker. Call
I
me
think
Pappy.
we can call her here. So I'm gonna mute the Discord for a minute. Well, like I'll be back and call with you guys in a minute. I'm just gonna leave for a sec, just to be able to say the farewell and whatnot and get the raid started.
Oh yeah, handle it.
Yep.
Raid
Yep.
party.
Yeah, I do appreciate you guys all, you know, hanging around, shooting the shit, and, you know, you're always welcome to join me. Wednesday, I'll be playing Pokemon Yellow. We're doing, like, our Rattata challenge, so we will be trying to main only Rattata. We do have other Pokemon. We're not doing Rattata only, but we are maining Rattata. He is our top percent little baby. We will be taking on, we've beaten 4 of the gyms so far, so we're going to be taking on the Team Rocket next. So that's Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if anyone feels like joining. If you are not already following me across my various social media, you can check it out. Oh, fuck, I messed up. There's supposed to be an S on the end of that. Shit, that's an A. All right, there we go. You can find it, the majority of my shit right there. There is like a few things that aren't on there, but they don't really matter quite yet because they aren't in use anyways. If you're not part of the Discord, you know, let me see if I can type this one correctly. Join that, you know, have fun, you know, shoot the shit with us. You might be able to join us on a stream sometime, who knows? And yeah. All right. Love you guys, and I hope you all have a fantastic rest of your night. And I will send you on over and through a raid. See you later, everyone.
look at you, listening to Spotify.